night. As far as the doings in the AL West, the Angels come in. The season record now 33-48. The Angels are 8.5 games behind the Seattle Mariners. They currently have a 2.5 game lead on both the A's and the Texas Rangers. The Astros are only 3.5 games back. For the Orioles, today's opponent, they are 38-43, so they're 5 games under the 500 mark. They are in 4th place in the AL East, and coming into the day, they are trailing the division-leading Yankees in that division by 10.5 games. Have a beautiful day for baseball. Bright sunshine today as these two teams will be getting underway in about 5 minutes. The umpires are making their way out to home plate. We get back. Mark Langston is eagerly standing by. He will have the starting lineups. We'll have the start of today's game. Angels and Orioles. Wednesday afternoon baseball. It's coming up in a few minutes on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels Radio app.
What's up, Angels fans? Trent Rush here, host of the Under the Halo podcast. That's right, we're back for another season. And the Under the Halo podcast, Angels on a deeper, more personal level. And we truly get to know who you're cheering for at the Big A. This year, we're having even more fun with brand new features, all part of our conversations. You can check out the Under the Halo podcast at angels.com/fans. That's the Under the Halo podcast at angels.com/fans.
We all have difficult times and face challenges. You are not alone. There are things you can incorporate in your daily life to support your mental wellness. Make sure you get enough rest and set a positive mindset for the day ahead. Grab a friend. Take some time to get outdoors to breathe in fresh air. End your day by jotting down 3 positive things that went well for you. For more resources on ways to navigate your mental wellness, visit angels.ocnavigator.org. The OC Navigator is brought to you by the OC Healthcare Agency.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
We're celebrating America's 250th birthday at the Big A. Watch your Halos take on the Red Sox Friday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 5th, and stay after each game for a post-game fireworks show driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Mark Langston here, and it's time for today's starting lineups of the final game of this 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles. The starting lineups is brought to you by Modelo, brewed with the finest ingredients. That's a taste of pure gold. The Orioles starting lineup today looks like this. Leading off the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Batting second, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Hitting third in right field, Leody Taveras. In the cleanup spot, first baseman, Pete Alonso. Batting fifth behind the plate, Samuel Basayo. Hitting sixth in center field, Colton Cowser. Batting seventh, the designated hitter today, Kobe Mayo. Hitting eighth, second baseman Jeremiah Jackson, and batting ninth, third baseman Blaze Alexander. On the mound for the Orioles, 1-2 record, 5.81 ERA, right-hander Trey Gibson. For Kurt Suzuki, his Angels lineup today will look like this. Leading off, first baseman Nolan Shonowell. Batting second over at third base, Denzer Guzman. Hitting third in right field, Wade Meckler. In the cleanup spot, designated hitter Jorge Soler. Batting fifth in left field, Chris Soler. Batting fifth in left field, Christian Moore. Hitting sixth, second baseman today, Donovan Walton. Batting seventh at shortstop, Oswald Peraza. Hitting eighth, just recalled today to play center field, Jose Siri on paternity leave. So Angels called up center fielder today, Josh Lowe. And batting ninth behind the plate, Tyler Heineman. On the mound for the Halos, 8-4 record, 3.03 ERA, right-hander Jose Soriano. As we get closer to the first pitch and all the action here today at the Big A, here's my partner, Terry Smith.
Well, thank you so very much, Mark Langston, as we get ready for Angels baseball. Angels have on the white tops and bottoms, the red numerals and lettering, and the Orioles will go with the gray tops and bottoms, and they have the orange lettering and numerals. Let's run down the umpires for you. James Hoy is the crew chief. He will be today's home plate umpire. In the past, known as a pitcher's umpire, generally a pretty good-sized strike zone when he's behind there. First base umpire Sean Barber, second base umpire John Lipka, third base umpire DJ Rayburn. It's 3:30 down the lines with the short porch down in left field, down in the corner, and in right field. 396 the dead center, 390 in the power alley out in left center, and 375 in right center field. Very bright sunshine for baseball today. A little bit of a breeze at the moment. It seems to be blowing from left to right field. And one thing, Mark, you look at the Angels lineup today, no Neto, no Adele, no Hoppy, and no Siri.
Yeah, definitely a different lineup and certainly constructed differently. But look, some of the guys that are on the field are guys that have been really producing for the Angels. Obviously, Donovan Walton at second base, Peraza. That is a position he's very familiar with. Good to see Denzer Guzman back in there. And Christian Moore back in left field.
So we are just about set for baseball. Jose Soriano in search of his 9th win of the season. He's ready to go. And here's the first pitch today. And that is right in there for a called strike. So we're underway, and the count's 0-1. Taylor Ward is the batter, the former Angel. He's gone 2 for 9 in this series so far in the first 2 games. One of those hits a home run, his 5th of the year. Here's the next pitch, and this is chopped on the left side. The third baseman is Guzman, and he will field and throw out Ward, and that's the game's first out. And Soriano is going well. He's getting ground outs, and he gets one to start off this ball game. Our time and temperature presented today by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it should be. 81 degrees at game time. First pitch today at 1:08.
I'm really anxious to see how Soriano responds to Tyler Heineman behind the plate today.
There's a pitch that is taken, and that one is a ball. The count's 1 ball, no strikes. This is Gunnar Henderson batting, 4 for 8 in the series with a run batted in. Soriano's next pitch. And that is lined down the left side, but it's a foul ball just a couple feet off the line down that left side. Henderson is checking out his bat, and I think he
broke it.
Yep, he did.
That was a good sinker down and away, and that is where you can break some bats.
He's going to spruce up that new bat a little bit.
And that broken bat right there is presented by Ripped Jerky.
Leody Tavares is waiting on deck. Angels infield. Peraza, the shortstop, he's over near second, and Guzman, the third baseman's playing in the shortstop hole. The next pitch, that's fouled back behind the plate. Top of the first inning, presented today by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Test drive a new Hyundai today. Both of these teams are off tomorrow. The Orioles are wrapping up a long road trip. This is the 9th and final game of their road trip. They've gone 4-4 on this trip coming into today. And here's the next pitch. This is lifted high in the air, left side of the infield. Let's see who's going to make the call and catch. It'll be Guzman, the third baseman. He was a couple feet in on the infield grass towards the pitcher's mound. Henderson an easy out, 2 are gone, and Tavares will be the next batter.
Yeah, last time we saw Tyler Heineman behind the plate, it was in that shutout game where Walbert Arena started that game and just really did a wonderful job. And the thing about Heineman, he's been catching everybody's side session to get familiar of their stuff.
Here's the pitch. That's another broken bat. Bouncer right back to the mound. The underhanded flip by Soriano over to Shonewell, and the comebacker will wrap up the inning. So a quick, clean inning. Just 8 pitches thrown by Soriano in the Big A on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels Radio app.
Hey, Angels fans. Looking for 100% MLB verified tickets? Then call off the search and head to StubHub. StubHub has been the leading ticket marketplace for buying and selling tickets for over 20 years. StubHub will get you where you want to be. Always stress-free, always guaranteed. StubHub, an official partner of the Los Angeles Angels.
Right now, there's a real demand for experienced brick and block layers. You can earn up to $55.10 an hour, plus full family health care, dental, vision, a pension, and annual pay increases. This isn't just a job, it's a future. Work on high-profile projects like OC Vibe, sports stadiums, and schools you'll be proud to say you built. Join the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftsmen Local 4. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org. Become a part of the best hands in the business.
Get ready, Orange County. It's game time. Your hometown Los Angeles Angels are bringing the heat, and Villa Ford of Orange is proud to be part of every big moment. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd, feel the excitement all season long. Now's the perfect time to rally behind the Angels and upgrade your drive. Step up to the plate and drive home a winner today at Villa Ford of Orange. And let's go Angels. Step up of Orange. And let's go Angels. Step up to the plate and drive home a winner today at Villa Ford of Orange.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd against the Red Sox will receive a patriotic hat courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions for more.
Angels ready to go as we get set for the bottom of the first inning. And Nolan Shonowell is the leadoff batter for the Angels. He's been hot. 4 hits in the first 2 games of this series. First pitch to him, and that's a little bit low and inside. Shonowell has a 6-game hitting streak, .266 batting average. Usually Zach Neto in that leadoff spot, but getting the day off. Neto is available off the bench today. Here's the next one on Shonowell. He fouls that one off on the left side, backing out of play. Nolan Shonowell is our player to watch, presented by Kettle One Vodka. It's Trey Gibson, an interesting story. He's been a fill-in guy because of some injuries to their rotation. Here's one that's chopped on the first base side. It's fielded there by Pete Alonso, and Shonowell is an easy out. Enzer Guzman, who's hitting out of the 2-hole today, will be the next batter. Gibson, who's on the mound, he was the Orioles minor league pitcher of the year last year, and he had stops last season between AAA, AA, and high A ball. He was undrafted coming out of college, and he's made a quick jettison to the big leagues for the most part. An undrafted player. He signed with the Orioles just a couple years ago, but was not drafted. He was available for anyone to sign, and Baltimore signed him. Big guy, 6'5", 240. Pitch misses inside for a ball.
I watched his last start, and he's got a good fastball. He has topped out this year at 98. Fastball fairly straight. Got into some problems with his curveball. Left his curveball up a lot.
Here's one that's hit in the air into right field, and they're making the grab on that one is Leody Taveras. Just moved a couple of feet to his left, and a couple of quick outs. Gibson, in the time he's been in the Orioles organization, he's been a big strikeout pitcher. Only 27 innings with Baltimore so far this year. They have 2 starters, Dean Kramer and Cade Krovich, who are slated to come off the injured list shortly. So he's been filling in their rotation, and he's done a fair job coming into this ball game. This is his 7th appearance, 6th start. First one, a pitch that misses on Meckler with 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's right in there for a called strike.
Yeah, he's coming off a start against the Dodgers. Got a no decision in that start.
The batter is challenging.
Pitch was called a strike on Meckler. He's challenging the call, and it's going to be a strike.
Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
James Hoy was correct, the home plate umpire on that call.
This ABS challenge is powered by T-Mobile. His start against the Dodgers, no decision. Gave up a couple runs in the first, 1 more in the second, and then threw the ball pretty well.
Next pitch, this is grounded out towards short. Fielding it is Henderson. The throw a little bit low and trying to scoop it was Alonso. Couldn't hold on. So Meckler, who was hustling up that first base side, will be safe. And we'll see how this one ends up being scored, and Soler will be the next batter.
Yeah, it's got to be a base hit. Henderson fields his ball, and actually his feet are on the outfield grass when he fields it, and Meckler was going to beat this throw even if Pete Alonso picks this out of the dirt. If they don't give that a hit, I'll be back in 10 minutes. I got to go talk to the official scorer.
It's being pondered right now, I can tell you that. There's one that's fouled up on the right side.
It is a base hit.
They have scored it a single. There you go. No discussion needed with the official scorer. Here's the pitch, and that's a little bit outside on Jorge Soler, who rejoined the Angels here in this series against the Orioles. 1 for 6 so far in the series. The one hit a home run. Here's the pitch, and that one misses for a ball. Gibson this year was in AAA when the season began, made 9 starts there, had a 2-4 record with a 3.55 ERA. Here's the next delivery. This is lifted in the air. It's hit well down the left side. It's out by the short wall, and that ball is out of here. Well, Soler's had 2 hits in this series, and they've each left the ballpark. Angels have a 2-0 lead.
Now, this is a sinker. It doesn't get in, and it is up. Soler, boy, he's played in the 3 games here in this series against the Orioles, has driven in a run in each of them. Solo shot in game 1 last night, a sacrifice fly, and right there, a 2-run blast. Angels up 2-0.
So, Angels with the early lead. Here's Christian Moore batting, and the first pitch that's in there for a called strike.
We've talked about it. Soler was swinging the bat really well when he went down with that oblique injury. Nice to see him come back and immediately make an impact.
And he did not go on any rehab assignment. He's had hits now in 11 of his last 14 games. Angels put a 2 spot on the board in the bottom of the first in last night's ball game on a 2-run homer by Shonowell. So, and replicating it to some degree today. The pitch, that's a shot right up the middle, a line drive single into center field. And that is the second hit in this series for Christian Moore. He's gone 2 for 4. Donovan Walton will be the next batter. All this coming here after Gibson retired the first 2 in a row.
Yeah, once again, Angels one of the best in baseball with 2-out runs. Yeah, 2 quick outs. And that last pitch was an 0-2 slider that just catches a lot of the plate.
Here's the pitch on Walton. He swings at it and fouls it off. Left side, backing out of play. Walton has been swinging a hot bat. 1 for 4 in this series, has an 8-game hitting streak. Asks for time as he backs out of the box.
Hey, you look at the month of June for Donovan Walton, 354, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 4 doubles.
Next pitch, that's right in there for a called strike. Bottom of the first inning, Angels up 2-0. And it's being presented by Foundation Building Materials, the official jersey partner of Angels baseball. Soriano will have at least a 2-run cushion to work with, and the next pitch, that's chopped foul over on the first base side.
First hit of the game was not that 2-run home run. It was that infield single by Wade Meckler, and that is presented by 714 Tickets. Buy, sell, and enjoy the best seats. Download the app or visit 714tickets.com.
Here's the 2-strike pitch, and did he go after that one? No, holding up was Walton on the appeal to the third base umpire, DJ Rayburn. Pitch 21 of this inning, and that is a chase and a miss, and that was a good slider there that gets Walton. That's how the inning will end. But the Angels get 2 runs, had 3 hits, and had the 2-run homer from Soler. After 1, 2-0 Angels on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Your paint should be a grand slam like the pros.
Vista Paint. Vista Paint, your local team. As a trusted distributor of PPG paints, Vista Paint delivers proven performance backed by local expertise.
Everyone has a horizon, the line you can't see past. Before it, the familiar. Beyond it, the unknown. Enter the Lexus GX. It's designed to be capable. It's designed to be luxurious. But most of all, it's designed to get you past your horizon. And the nice thing about horizons is that once they're crossed, there's always another, patiently waiting its turn. Live up to it. The Lexus GX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Need a refreshing boost? Head over to Juice It Up. Juice It Up serves a delicious variety of handcrafted smoothies, acai bowls, and raw juices. Try our fan favorite acai berry bowl. Enjoy it with crunchy granola, fresh strawberries, and blueberries for a burst of flavor. Or power up with our Zone smoothie. Blended with creamy peanut butter and bananas, it packs up to 35 grams of protein. Order ahead using the Juice It Up mobile app, and your favorites will be ready when you are. Visit Juice It Up today and live life juiced.
Tune in to watch your Angels all season long. If you have a cable or satellite TV package, head over to ABTV, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Found on the exact same channel you watched your Angels all of last season. And if you want to stream your Halos at home or on the go without a cable or satellite package, you can sign up. You can sign up for Angels.tv. For all the info you need on how to watch the Angels all season long, visit Angels.com/watch for details.
Jose Soriano will face the middle third of the batting order for the Orioles. That means Alonso, Basayo, and Cowser. And the first pitch, that one taken ball 1 by Pete Alonso. 1 ball, no strikes. Alonso's 1 for 7 in the series with a home run. In the top 10 in the AL and homers and runs batted in. Alonso 1 for 7 with an RBI. It did not come on a homer as run batted in the series. And here's the next pitch. And that's a pitch that caught the inside corner, a called strike. It's now 1-2. Soriano trying to pick up his 9th win of the season. He's tied for 4th most in wins in the AL with the 8. And there's a pitch low. If he gets a victory here today, he would become the first Angels pitcher to reach 9 wins in a season before the end of June, since C.J. Wilson had 9 wins back in the 2012 season before the end of June. So that was 14 years ago. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, he had his 9th win in his back pocket. He was in that game where the Angels had that huge lead and were not able to hold on to it. That's that game where the Angels were up 11-4.
Here comes the next pitch, and that's a pitch that's taken for a ball, so it's a full count. Angels dropped that game in Sacramento in 10 innings. Dropped that game 12-11. Here's the next pitch, and that's a liner. It's out of the reach of Guzman, and that's going to bounce on out to Christian Moore in left field. So Pete Alonso gets the first Baltimore hit. He got that with 2 strikes, and that's the leadoff man on. And now the catcher, the young catcher, Samuel Basayo, will be the batter.
That hit to the right-hander. Jose Soriano, right-handers hitting just 171 against him. That's second best in the majors.
Left-handed batter at the plate. And there's a toss over there to first base.
Hey, right-handers 171 against Soriano's. Lefties 249.
The Orioles are really high on this young catcher, just 21 years old. And here's the pitch. He smacks it foul to illustrate how high they are on him. They signed him to an 8-year, $67 million deal, which began this season. It runs all the way through the 2034 season. A lot of people were pegging him as a possible Rookie of the Year candidate this season. Here's the pitch, and this ball's lifted high in the air. This ball's carrying deep out in right center, and you can kiss it goodbye. Basayo, who has plus power, just showed it right there.
Yep. And
just like that, this game is tied at 2.
Back-to-back splits, and for Soriano, split is such a weapon for him, certainly to the lefties. And when it stays up, it becomes very hittable. This is a split. They want it down and away. It stays up, middle. Game tied at 2.
434, the tail of the tape, so nothing cheap at all about that one. Just a little bit to right center. And here is Kalzer at the plate. And that pitch is right in there for a called strike.
That's the 11th home run that Jose Soriano was allowed this year.
Here comes the pitch. And that is a pitch that misses a little bit outside. You were talking about Soriano and that splitter. The whiff rate he's had this year on that pitch is 44% of the time.
Yep.
Not that time against Basayo.
It's a great weapon, and that's one of his, certainly his big weapons to left-handed hitters. It's the curveball and the split. But when you leave it up, that split is just basically almost a BP fastball. That one just tumbled right in the middle of the plate. When it's down, that's where the whiff action comes into play.
And there's a chase and a miss right there. Kalzer is polished up by Soriano. That's the first out in the inning and the first strikeout in the game for the Angels right-hander.
First strikeout by an Angels pitcher presented by Circle K.
So the batter now is Kobe Mayo. And here's the pitch. He's taking that's right in there for a called strike. This copyrighted broadcast presented today by authority of Angels Baseball may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball. There's a pitch that misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you had certainly hoped after the Angels got the 2 runs in the bottom of the first that Soriano would have a scoreless inning here in the second, but it hasn't played out that way. We're tied at 2 in the pitch, and that is a chase and a miss, and that was a good knuckle curveball. 1-2 the count on Mayo.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for Jose Soriano. Last 9 starts, 3-3 record, ERA 4.93 after that historic start that he had. And it was going to be difficult to keep up with those kind of numbers, but a lot of it has been the walks. In those last 9 starts, he's had 30 walks in 49 1/3.
And this ball's hit hard, and it's going to drop into left field. Getting to it quickly is Moore, and he does a good job to get the ball back to the infield and hold Mayo to a 1-out single. But another hit in the inning. They've had 3 of them out of the 4 that have batted.
And this is a knuckle curve again. It starts up, ends up above the knees. Another pitch that they can get to ahead in the count. That's the one you want to bury out of the strike zone.
Jeremiah Jackson, the batter, right-handed hitter, former Angel farmhand, chases and misses that pitch. He's been filling in for Jackson Holiday, who, as it turns out, has missed at least being in the starting lineup for them all 3 games. Whether or not we see Holiday today off the bench is certainly debatable. He has a bit of a groin problem, although he's still on their active roster. That pitch is in there on Jeremiah Jackson. Counts 0-2. With the Orioles having a day off tomorrow, they'll likely give Jackson the day off again today, and then we'll have a scheduled day off. Speaking of Holiday, who's been sidelined, Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, looking at Soriano, it just looks like he's flying open a little too quick. That front shoulder's flying open. That last slider, nowhere close.
2-2 ball game here in the second. The pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. And that was the splitter there. So the 2 outs in the inning have each come on strikeouts, and now Blaze Alexander will be the next batter.
Hey, you're talking about the whip numbers on the split for Soriano. There's one that's executed perfectly. Ahead in the count. That one starts about the knees, and the bottom falls out. That's where the swing and miss comes from.
Alexander kind of tweaked a knee in the opening game of this series on Monday night, and this is the first time he's been back in their lineup since then. Had one at bat in the ball game on Monday before leaving. First pitch of ball on him. He's their 9-hole hitter. He's hitting .310. He's had a nice season for them. Now he can move around in the infield, and there's a pitch he fouls off by the plate. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the second. We're tied at 2. Top of the second inning. Presented by Hyatt Vacation Club. Enjoy a 4-day, 3-night resort getaway from 6 beautiful locations. Call 866-440-8783 to learn more. Here's the 1-1 and a wave and a miss. Alexander missed that splitter by a lot right there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Blaze Alexander here in the month of June. And he's hitting 9th in the lineup here, hitting .413, couple home runs and 9 RBIs.
Soriano trying to get the final out here in the top of the second. Here's the next pitch, and Alexander gets a piece of it, fouls it back. Taylor Ward would be up next if the inning continues when the Angels bat in the bottom of the second in this 2-2 game. Bottom third of the batting order, Peraza Lowe. Josh Lowe rejoining the Angels today with Jose Siri placed on the paternity leave list. And then Tyler Heineman will be the third batter, bottom of the inning. There's one a little bit low, it misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Soriano set, next pitch, and he misses with that one. And so the count's full 3-2. He's yet to walk a batter, although with that said, he leads the majors in walks, and he has a 3-2 count here on Alexander. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be ball 4. So there is a 2-out walk, and runners at first and second, and Ward will be the next hitter, and he is going to be the 7th batter in this inning.
A lot of pitches in this inning, and sure enough, Mike Maddox is going to go out there and have a little chat with Soriano. And some mistakes in this inning right there. Heading the count 1-2, not able to finish him off. And they've been trying to clean up Jose Soriano. Just even his last start, and then the Angels scored a ton of runs for him in that last start. It just wasn't a clean outing. He went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, had 4 walks in that game. Ended up throwing 105 pitches through 5 innings, and the bullpen was up. He was about to come out of that game with the big lead.
Yeah. So here's Ward. He rounded out the third his first time up today, and he takes that pitch alone away. 1 ball, no strikes.
Man, he came out of the gate, first 3 guys, all fastballs, was getting ground ball after ground ball. A lot of off-speed pitches here in the second.
Here's the next pitch. in there for a called strike. Taylor Ward has been a pretty selective hitter this season, and his walks indicate that, third most of any player in the American League. Next delivery he takes, and that is a called strike. That is a fastball 95.
He has not walked in this series. 2 for 10.
Here's the next pitch, and that is a chase and a miss, and he got him to chase that sinker there, struck him out. Soriano ends up striking out 3 in the inning, but they do get the 2-run homer from Basayo to tie it up 2-2 on the Angels radio app.
Ben's Asphalt, not just another paving company. Since 1961, Ben's Asphalt has been paving the roads and parking lots our communities depend on every day. And as they continue paving the way into the future, they're growing their team. Ben's Asphalt is now hiring project managers, asphalt sales professionals, superintendents, foremen, equipment operators, CDL drivers, and laborers. If you're looking for a career with a company built on over 60 years of experience, they want to hear from you.
And go Angels!
This season, the Angels step back into the classroom for the 18th year of the Adopt a School program, presented by OC Waste and Recycling. Angels players visited Gower Elementary, Carver Elementary, Villa Park Elementary, Adams Elementary, and Freiberger Elementary, bringing excitement to students and staff alike. Each school received a school-wide assembly, Angels game tickets, gifts from the team, and a $2,000 grant from the Angels Baseball Foundation to support school sustainability programs. Learn more about how you can step up to the plate for our planet at oclandfills.com.
Angels fans, bring home a piece of the game when you visit Angel Stadium. Stop by the Legends Memorabilia Collection Gallery on the field level concourse near section 112 and shop exclusive Angels game used items and autographed memorabilia. To learn more about the Angels game use program and browse available items, visit angels.com/authentics. You can also visit shoplegends.com for memorabilia from your favorite players.
Be part of Throwback Week out at the Big A on Friday, July the 17th, when the first 25,000 fans in attendance will receive a throwback collared crew neck, courtesy of Salinas Inc. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Oswald Peraza, the first batter for the Angels. We start the bottom of the second, tied at 2. And the first pitch from Trey Gibson. That one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the second inning. It's being brought to you today by Coors Light. Coors Light, choose chill. Here's the pitch. That's a strike, a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 is the count. Raza's 0 for 4 in this series. His season average 261. And he chops this one on the left side of the infield. Bobbled there by Alexander. And after he saw that one drop down onto the dirt, by the time he picks it up, no throw. That will figure to be an error on him.
You are correct. Pretty routine play for Blaze Alexander. Just moves to his left, has all the time. And just, again, the transfer from the glove to the hand, dropped the baseball. And Josh Lowe back. He was hitting the ball well at AAA.
He was. Here's the pitch on the lefty batter. That's in there for a called strike. He was hitting .299, 9 homers, 29 runs batted in 26 games. So he was averaging a homer roughly every 3 games and driving in a run at least 1 every game on average. There's a pitch he chases and misses, and he's quickly in the hole here, 0-2.
Yeah, it was a struggle for Josh Lowe here at the Major League level. He needed to go down and just pressure off, find that swing.
184 average with the Angels. And the thing about it, when the Angels sent him down, he was actually starting to show some signs of life at the plate.
That's true.
He went down with a 3-game hitting streak and hits in 6 of his last 7 games that he takes into today. But the bulk of his offense was subpar, and that's why ultimately he was sent back down to the minors. 2-2 is the count on him. Here's the next pitch, and this is bounced off the pitcher. Picking it up is Gibson, and he'll fire to first and get low. It was hit sharply right back to the mound, and that got a piece of Gibson on that play, moving up to second base. Peraza. They're going to check out Gibson, the pitcher, right now.
Yeah, this one's hit hard by Josh Lowe, right back up the middle. Looks like it hit him in the right hamstring. And he's fortunate. That ball just dropped right by the mound. He was able to get an out on that play.
He seems to be okay, and he's a big guy. They list him 6'5", 240.
Yeah, he's thick.
Let's see if he even throws a warm-up toss here.
Yeah, they're always going to want to see a warm-up toss. The trainer won't leave the mound until he sees you throw.
He's really sweating out there.
Yeah,
this went to the rosin bag, and they brought a towel out. He was wiping his arms.
It's a warm day here at the Big A. It's humid.
Yeah. It's a warm-up toss, and he's going to throw one more to Basayo, the catcher.
Yeah, all good to go.
So the batter now, it's going to be Tyler Heineman, the Angels catcher. This is his second game since the Angels acquired him from Toronto. He had a 2-hit game in his Angel debut a few days ago. First pitch, he's taking that one, and that's a ball.
Hey, you look at the month of June, 2 games with the Angels, 2 with the Blue Jays, 4 for 10. Couple RBIs.
Here's the pitch, and that's a pitch right in there for a called strike. Runner at second base. That's Peraza. Hit could bring him in, and the pitch, and there's a low liner. It's caught, though, by the second baseman, Jeremiah Jackson. He was crouching down, catching that one on the infield dirt on the right side.
Yeah, that's the curveball to lefties that stays up, and that ball's hit hard, but right to Jeremiah Jackson. Really nice read by Peraza. That's one you could get doubled off if you take that extra step when you see contact.
Here's Shonwell, the leadoff batter. He's going to hit a one-hopper to Jackson, and he stops that one and throws him out by plenty. And that's how the inning will end. Angels leave a runner on in scoring position. Third inning is coming up. It's a 2-2 game at the Big A on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
America's band, the Beach Boys. Live, the Beach Boys. June 28th at the Pechanga Summit. Get reserved seats now at pechanga.com. Celebrate 250 years with America's original, the Beach Boys. Saluting 60 years of Pet Sounds.
You hear that? That's a sound of a new Mazda season in Orange County. Get 1.9% APR on the 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, or drive the 2026 Mazda CX-5 now with 2.9% APR for 60 months. Visit Tustin Mazda and Huntington Beach Mazda today. Buy better, drive better. On approved credit through Mazda Financial Services. APR offers on select models. See dealer for details.
Angels fans, New Era Cap is proud to be the official cap of your Los Angeles Angels. Be sure to stop by the team store at Angel Stadium to pick up your New Era Authentic Collection Angels cap today. Remember, you can always visit us at neweracap.com to shop our latest selections, including our limited editions and exclusive drops. New Era Cap, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
Stay up to date on all things Angels by following your Halos on social media. Visit angels.com/social for a list of the team's accounts and to enjoy exclusive content all season long.
We get set to go to the third inning, a 2-2 ball game. And here's the first pitch. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. He takes that one for a ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Henderson today popped out to third his first time up. Takes that pitch a little bit low. This top of the third. It's being presented by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Must be 21 and over. Please drink responsibly. Here's the delivery. And that's right in there for a called strike.
Yeah, second inning, top of the second. 32-pitch inning for Soriano.
There's 7 batters in that inning. That's a pitch that misses outside, and he's fallen behind on Henderson, 3-1. Razo, the shortstop, not too far from second. Guzman, the third baseman, playing in the shortstop hole. This is going to be hit on that left side. Peraza has to go to his right field and gets the throw to first base. Gunnar Henderson can run. That was a nice play by Peraza. He had to go to his right to stop that one.
Yeah, especially with the speedy Gunnar Henderson heading to first base. Knows he can't get it in the air, just got to get rid of it quick. He does, a one-hopper to Shonowell. Did not have time to set that back foot.
Batter is Leody Tavares, switch hitter. He bats from the left side. Here's the pitch. And that's a pitch he's taking for a strike. Bright sunshine, a warm day, 81 degrees at game time here at the Big A. That's a pitch that missed outside. One ball, one strike. Here's the next delivery, and that one misses a little bit low.
You look at Soriano this year, the four-seam and two-seam have been hit hard. 260 against his four-seamer, 261 against his two-seamer.
Next pitch, and that one misses low. Tavares with a little 4-game hitting streak. He's had hits in 11 of his last 14 games. Counts 3-1. Here's the pitch, and he's going to take ball 4. That was outside, a sinker. So that is the second walk issued by Soriano. Pete Alonso will be the next batter. Alonso got a base hit his first time up. Two here in the third. And Alonso taking a little extra time. As for time, he's adjusting the batting gloves.
Tavares, 9 stolen bases in 11 attempts.
Not going on the first one. That's up and in, and falling down, backing away from that pitch is Pete Alonso.
Yeah, that's curveball, just did not finish.
Here's the next pitch, and that's fouled back behind the plate. Alonso coming into this ball game tied for the AL lead in games played. One of the players he's tied with, Joe Adell, but Joe Adell's not in the Angel lineup today. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled back to the screen, not too far away from Basayo, who's waiting on deck. He's had a 2-run homer in this game. The Angels got one in the Bottom of the first from Soler today.
That's where he has to bury that curveball.
2-strike delivery. That's low. It misses inside for a ball.
Tyler Heidemann behind home plate has thrown out runners at a 36% clip this year. That's one of the best in baseball.
And he's been pretty good on challenges as well behind the plate. There goes the runner. The pitch, that's lined down the left side, tight to the line, and that is a fair ball. It's going to bounce down in the corner. The runner, Tavares, was on the move on that pitch, and he will score easily. And at second base is Pete Alonso. That double there gives the Orioles a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, once again, this split doesn't get down out of the strike zone. Stays up just enough for Pete Alonso to get the end of the bat on it. Keep this ball fair right in that left field corner.
So Alonso gets the double, his 14th of the year. And that one-out walk in the inning comes back to haunt Soriano as Tavares scored. And the pitch now on Basayo. He takes that one for ball one. Here's the next pitch. That's fouled up on the left side, backing out of play. Basayo kind of reminds you in a way of a young Salvi Perez, the longtime all-star catcher for the Royals. And Basayo's a catcher, and he goes about 6'4", 250. He's only 21 years old. He's going to get a little heavier, you got to think, down the road.
Built similar, yeah.
Here's the pitch, and that's a pitch right there that's taken for a ball. 2-1 to count. This is a young player that has enormous potential. Here's Soriano's next pitch, and a big cut and a miss at that one. Counts level, 2-2.
Good curveball there. Yeah, he hit the split out off Soriano in his first at-bat that just stayed up, tumbled in the zone.
Samuel Basayo from the Dominican swings at another one, lifts this ball high, hits it deep out there into right field, and that ball is gone. He's hit another homer. He's been up twice in the last 2 innings now and has hit 2-run homers each time he's batted. And those are some add-on runs, and now it's 5-2 Baltimore.
That's his first multi-home run game there.
He has 12 homers now this season. He's putting on a show.
Yeah, this is a two-seamer. Tyler Heidemann set up on that inside corner. This one leaks right back to the middle of the plate.
371, the tail of the tape.
Yeah, it just gets over that yellow line.
Batter now is Kowser, and the first pitch of ball, 1-0. Angels stake Soriano to a 2-0 lead, but now it's 5-2 Baltimore here in the third. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, base hit, through on the right side in between Shotwell and Walton. It rolls on out to Meckler out there in right field. He's in right. Christian Moore's in left today.
That ball Basayo hit was 113 miles an hour off the bat.
So he kind of ambushed that one. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound.
Well, I think we're going to have to listen to Chip Wagonwheel. Hopefully we'll calm some things down here.
Uncle Chip, where can I get a Santa hat? Wait a minute. I want a Santa hat too.
Well, hold on, little doggies. Let me tell you where you can get that Santa hat. Because Christmas is coming early to Angel Stadium. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, June 26th, Take home a plaid Santa hat, courtesy of Discount Tire and Service Centers. This is Chip Wagon Wheel saying, visit angels.com/promotion. Easy on Vixen.
So the meeting at the mound is over. The Angels have some stirring going on in the bullpen right now. And the next batter is going to be Kobe Mayo. And here's the pitch. He's taking that one. It's a little bit inside for a ball.
Jose Fermin begins to throw in the Angels bullpen. Yeah, this is a struggle start for Soriano once again.
Right-hander is ready. Here's the pitch. And that one misses low for a ball. We talked about Soriano in his past 10 starts, and that was going into today. Those first 6 starts, he was the talk of Major League Baseball. He was 5-0 with a 0.24 ERA, but the last 11 since the first 6 have not been anywhere close to those kind of numbers. You knew he wasn't going to be able to continue that all season, but there's been a fairly severe drop-off from that point after the first 6 starts. Here's the pitch, and that's a chase and a miss. And again, the walks have factored into this.
It's location, too. Ahead in counts early in the year. Boy, he didn't miss spots. When he threw that curveball or the split, there was a swing that followed it and right through it. And better locations today. He's made a lot of mistakes to Basayo, and that's a power hitter that you can't make mistakes to.
Time was called as Mayo had backed out of the box. Now he's back in there. 66 pitches already for Soriano. Just 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. There's a chase and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2 as Mayo is down swinging.
Soriano now at 67 pitches with 2 outs here in the 3rd. Angels trailing 5-2 now.
Jeremiah Jackson is the batter. He went down swinging his first time up. Here's the pitch, and that one there, he's taking it for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Last night, the Angels beat the Orioles 5-1, and that snapped their 3-game winning streak, and that's been their longest winning streak all season. They are among 3 teams this year who have not posted a 4-game winning streak or more. The Orioles, the Giants, and the Red Sox. 3-game winning streak, the longest for those 3 teams. Here's the pitch, and this is hit on a hop to 3rd. Stopped there by Guzman. The throw in time over to Shonowell, and that's how the inning will end. But some more damage here as the Orioles 5-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 3rd on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Christmas comes early to Angel Stadium. Be one of the first 25,000 fans on Friday, June the 26th, and take home a plaid Santa hat, courtesy of Discount Tire and Service Centers. Then stay after the game on Saturday, June 27th for a post-game fireworks show. Get your picture taken with Santa and more. Visit angels.com/promotions and help spread Christmas cheer at the Big A.
You hear that? That's the sound of the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. No dealer markups, no forced add-ons, and no addendums, ever. Just a better way to buy at Tustin Kia and Mission Viejo Kia. Buy better, drive better.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent
structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Angels down 3 as we go to the bottom of the third. It's 5-2 Baltimore. First batter for the Angels is Denzer Guzman. He flied out to right his first time up. Takes that pitch for a called strike from Trey Gibson. Here's the next one, and that's fouled off on the right side. 0-2 is the count. Guzman has not had a hit in this series. He was not in the lineup last night. There's a pitch that's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Let's pause for station identification on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
AM 830, KLAA, Orange County, Los Angeles, and Inland Empire.
There's the next delivery, and that's a little bit low. 2-2 is the count. Infield backed up, spread apart. 2-2 on Guzman. And that's a pitch right there that was called a ball, and I think the Orioles are going to challenge this
Catcher
one.
is challenging.
So it could end up being a strikeout if they win the challenge. And let's see. They're going to win the challenge. It will end up
Baltimore
being a
has 2
strikeout.
challenges remaining.
Guzman is retired. It's a second strikeout for Trey Gibson.
Mitch Ferris continues to throw in the Angels bullpen. Don't know if the day for Soriano is over.
Here's the batter now, Wade Meckler, and the first pitch, ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
Soriano, 69 pitches through 3 innings.
Meckler has singled and scored today. Angels had a 2-0 lead at one time in this game. That was after 1 inning. 5 straight unanswered runs for Baltimore. There's ball 2 on Meckler. 2-0. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a called strike.
This is only Trey Gibson's 6th major league start.
Next pitch. And that's a pitch right there that's going to miss. So it's a 3-1 count. He's ready, and here's the next pitch. And that's right in there for a called strike. Full count. And here's the next delivery. That's going to be ball 4. That one missed outside. It was a cutter, a little cut fastball. So Meckler's been on base the 2 times he's batted, and it's going to be the first walk allowed by Gibson today.
Yeah, and walks have been one of his issues. 5.8 walks per 9. First one here today. And Soriano, 2-run blast, his last at-bat.
Here's the pitch, and that one a chase and a miss there by Soler. Christian Moore waiting on deck. Here's the next pitch, and that's a pitch that was a little bit outside. Like the catcher, Masayo, is wanting to back pick a throw up to first base, but getting back was Meckler, so no throw there.
Yeah, usually when the pitch takes you that direction, you look to back pick.
Here's the 1-1. And that's a pitch a little bit low. Good stop by the catcher. Talked about Soler in the past. He's one of those hitters. Once he gets in the batter's box, he very rarely leaves it between pitches. He'll just kind of hang in the box. Here's the next delivery, and that is a chase and a miss. So the count even up, 2-2. We're in the bottom of the third. Angels trailing the ball game by a score of 5-2. Bottom of the third inning, presented today by OG's Pizza. 2-2 pitch. Lifted down the right side. That one's going to push foul. Back to the seats and out of play. We'll do it again. Gibson has a new baseball. Here's the pitch, and that is a chase and a miss. And Soler is a strikeout victim, so both outs in the inning coming on strikeouts. That's 3 in the game for Gibson. The Angels facing Trey Gibson. First time he's ever pitched against the Angels. Christian Moore will be the next batter. He has a hit so far today, 1 for 1.
Good fastball.
Here's the pitch, and that's inside. Snap throw to first base by the catcher, and diving back to the bag goes Meckler. It's 1 ball, no strikes on Moore. Angels this year in day games have gone 12 and, well, let's check on that one as far as the Angels in day games. 12-14. And for the Orioles, they are 17-19. Here's the pitch. That's a pitch on the outside corner. It's a called strike. This ball game already an hour old. We're in the bottom of the third, and the next pitch, and that's low and away. Donovan Walton would be up next if Moore can keep things going here with 2 outs. Next pitch, and he's taking that one. That's outside. 3-1 is the count. Light breeze, not much of a factor. Ball usually carries a little better during the day games here at the Big A. Here's the next pitch, and that is inside, and that's going to be ball 4 as backpedaling all the way out of the batter's circle on that inside pitch was Moore. So the second walk in the inning. Angels have 2 on, trying to make something happen, and it looks like we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Pitching coach Drew French is headed out there to visit with Trey Gibson.
Yeah, you can just see it in this inning, some overthrown pitches, and I'm sure that's the conversation right there, saying, hey, stay within yourself. Certainly, scoreboard tells you what you need to do, and obviously walks are the one way the Angels can creep back into this game quickly. One swing of the bat now, this game will look a lot different. Angels trail 5-2, but a couple of guys on, and certainly one of the hotter hitters for the Angels at the plate with Donovan Walton.
Now Walton coming into this ball game, 8-game hitting streak, which ties the longest in his career. The only Angel player with a longer hitting streak than Walton this season, Soler. He had a 9-game hitting streak. That was back late April into early May. First pitch on Walton, that's ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Tying run at the plate, the pitch, ground ball, but right to the first baseman. Alonso will field and easily beat Walton to the bag, and the Angels will leave a couple on. So 4 stranded already in the first 3 innings, and we'll head to the 4th. Angels down 5-2 on Angels Radio, also available free on the Angels Radio app.
Toyota's your summer moving. Get great deals on Toyotas built for any summer adventure. Like the all-hybrid Camry with efficiency and style that never cools down. Tacoma with the power to take your summer to new heights. Or RAV4 Hybrid with the versatility and range for all your plans. Don't miss great deals on Toyota's most popular models. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
At Cox, your internet and mobile price won't change for 5 years. That's 5 New Year celebrations, 5 Valentine's Days, 5 4th of Julys, 5 Halloweens, 5 Thanksgivings, and 5 summers that go by too fast. Through it all, your price stays the same with our 5-year price lock guarantee. Cox, a step ahead. Requires 2 gig speeds and gig unlimited mobile. Taxes and fees excluded from price lock. Mobile data speeds reduced after 20 gigs.
Just like a winning team needs a game plan, your health deserves an annual physical. I'm Dr. Guy Rosales Fong with Memorial Care Medical Group, and as a primary care physician, I always emphasize the importance of annual exams with my patients. Think of it as your personal health game day. We'll check your stats, run diagnostics, and keep you in peak condition. Don't let health issues sneak past home plate or get you in a pickle. Schedule your annual physical today with Memorial Care Medical Group. A healthy life is a home run.
Join your Angels during select games throughout the season for our heritage. Join your Angels during select games throughout the season for our Heritage theme ticket. Heritage includes a customized jersey along with a ticket to the game. Fans must purchase through angels.com/heritage. Fans must purchase through angels.com/heritage to receive their special jersey.
Angels are going to make a pitching change, so the day is over for the Angels starter, Jose Soriano. Can't be a winner. He's on the hook for a loss, but still a lot of baseball to go. Mitch Ferris, the lefty, will take over. We'll give you Soriano's numbers in just a moment. There's a chase and a miss by Blaze Alexander as he was going after the first pitch there. No balls and a strike. Soriano, the Angels starter, 69 pitches, 41 strikes, and there's one inside. The Angel right-hander went 3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs earned, walked 2, struck out 4, gave up 2 home runs.
Yep, shortest start of the season for Soriano. And you look at his last 6 outings, he has not gone more than 5 just one time.
Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes on Alexander, and that pitch way outside. Mitch Ferris has done a nice job for the Angels this season. This is his 14th appearance, all in relief. No wins, no losses, 3.68 ERA. And there's the pitch that's going to run the count full. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next delivery, tapped on the left side. Charging is the shortstop Peraza, and has to hurry the throw and gets it there just in time to get Blaze Alexander, who has good speed. That's a first out. 6-3 on the ground out. Taylor Ward, the next Baltimore batter.
Yeah, another nice play by Peraza there at short. This is a play, once again, you know the speed of the runner before you go after the baseball, and Peraza gets it, gets rid of it quickly.
There's the first pitch on Ward. He's taking that one for ball 1. We'll have this date in Angels history in just a moment. Brought to you by Sports Illustrated Tickets. Every game, every show, every moment. Get your tickets at SITickets.com. And here's Ward lifting one down that left field side. That's going to drop in and roll out to the short wall. By the time Moore can get it back in, Taylor Ward has a 1-out double. That's his 18th of the year. And the Orioles have a runner in scoring position with one out for Gunnar Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, Christian Moore did a nice job. Again, the curvature down in the corners, it can be difficult.
There's a pitch that is taken for ball one. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Lefty-lefty matchup. A pitch in there for a called strike. This date in Angels history, June the 24th, 1991. 35 years ago today, Dave Winfield hit for the cycle to lead the Angels to a 9-4 win at Kansas City. Little footnote to that after the pitch, and that's a pitch that's going to miss for a ball. Winfield still stands today as the oldest player in Major League history to hit for the cycle. He was 39 years old.
I remember that.
Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air. Foul on the third base side, and it's going to bounce on the Angels dugout roof and bounce back to the seats out of play.
Yep, the triple was the very last one. He got to third base, and he just went, yes. And Kansas City, perfect park to get that triple. And Winnie was not going to stop at second. He was going to get that cycle.
And he had those long strides.
Oh, yeah.
Big man. Here's the pitch. That's inside. That moves Henderson off the plate right there.
That ball hit him on the front shoulder.
Just glanced him. Didn't seem to hurt him at all. And he's going to be hit by the pitch. So that will be...
Yep, right up the elbow guard.
Runners at first and second with one out. Here's Tavares, who's had a walk and also a ground out.
Yep, we used to shag BP every day. And you could tell by the sound, you know, whether you need to pay attention or not. And when Dave Winfield took batting practice, you better pay attention.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit to third. This could be 2. Second for 1. Relay to first. And it is a double play. So Guzman fielded that one. Went to second. And the relay over to Shotwell wraps things up. They will end up leaving a runner on. We'll go to the bottom of the elbow on the Angels radio app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. It's summer. And you know what goes great with summer? You guessed it. Ice cold Coors Light. Here in Southern California, when that SoCal sun is shining, one thing is pretty clear. We don't just love beer. We love ice cold, crack that frosty can open, super refreshing beer. That's why the Coors Light mountains turn blue, to tell you when your beer is as cold as the Rockies. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
There was a time when electricity stirred emotion, when street lamps gave way to incandescent bulbs, and the flicker of a projector made us forget about old grainy photos. Electricity was once a luxury. When done right, it still is. The all-electric Lexus RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
When it comes to performance, your paint should deliver like the pros. Vista Paint has been supplying contractors and homeowners across Southern California with trusted coatings for decades, including premium PPG products known for durability, coverage, and color that lasts. Whether you're refreshing a room or tackling a major project, step up to the plate with quality you can count on. Drop on by your local Vista Paint store today and get your next project started right.
There's no better way to enjoy Angels baseball than from the comfort of a suite at the Big A. Entertain guests with all-inclusive packages. Enjoy locations throughout our exclusive club level. For more info, call throughout our exclusive club level. For more info, call 7144-ANGELS or visit angels.com/suite.
First batter for the Angels as we get ready for the bottom of the fourth inning is Oswald Peraza. Angels trail at 5-2. Peraza reached on an error his First time up, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Last half inning when the Orioles were batting, the top of the fourth, it was brought to you by Kettle One Vodka, smooth tasting and made to cocktail. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 is the count. It's a good sinker there. Two strikes on Peraza. And here's the next pitch, and he's going to take one too many. That's on the outside corner. Struck him out looking a fastball 96, one away.
Yeah, for two pitches on the inner third. That one paints the outside part of the plate.
So one gone. That strikeout for Gibson is fourth in the game, and here's the pitch, and that's fouled off on the left side, backing out of play by Josh Lowe, who just rejoined the Angels today when the Angels placed Jose Siri on the paternity list. Could see Siri back possibly for the opening game against the A's on Friday. There's one that's a chase and a miss, and the count's 0-2.
Angels trailing 5-2 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Here's the next pitch, and that one misses. Grant Wolfram is warming up for the Orioles right now. .63 pitches for Gibson, and there's a chase and a miss, and Lowe is down on strikes. So back-to-back strikeouts in the inning, 5 of them now for the Orioles starter. And Tyler Heineman, who lined out his first time up. Switch hitting catcher will be the batter.
He is coming right at the Angels now. A lot more fastballs.
Here's the pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Heineman, a 171 batting average overall this season between the Blue Jays, who he began the season with, and limited time with the Angels. 0-1 pitch. That's a bouncer to the left of the mound. It's stopped by the shortstop. Henderson's throw will easily get Heineman, and the Angels go down quickly and quietly. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. That was a 9-pitch inning. Electronics technology to inspire innovation. So the fifth is next. Angels are trailing at 5-2 on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
College nights are back at the Big A for the 2026 season, featuring all new customized jerseys. Bring your group, family, friends, and fellow students, and visit angels.com/college to see when we're celebrating your school. Fans must purchase through angels.com/college to receive their special jersey.
Southern California, when your pipes fail, we prevail. This is the Rooter Company, where excellence isn't an act, it's a habit. From leaks to full sewer replacements, we don't just fix pipes, we restore peace of mind. Trusted by homeowners, property managers, and businesses alike, our mission is simple. We serve you. We're not just plumbers, we're the Rooter family. Fast response, clean work, fair pricing, and same-day service. That's the Rooter standard. Proud supporters of the community we serve. The Rooter Company. We serve you. Call 855-ROOTER-911 or schedule an appointment at therootercompany.com.
When it's game day and your team is on, there's only one place to watch. OG's Sports Brewhouse Pizza. With wall-to-wall TVs, non-stop game day energy, and 12 beers on tap crafted exclusively for OG's, you won't miss a pitch. Add in great pizza, unbeatable happy hours, and specials that keep fans coming back, and you've got the ultimate home plate advantage. Catch every inning, every hit, and every win at OG's Sports Brewhouse Pizza. OG's, where Angels fans watch all the games.
4th of July savings start now at the Irvine Auto Center. Now's the time to get special holiday low financing and low payment programs on thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles from the top import, domestic, luxury, and exotic brands. All in one location. For great 4th of July savings, all in one location. For great 4th of July savings, the IAC is the place to be.
Turn your search into drive, where the 5 meets the 405 at Lake Forest Drive.
We go to the fifth inning. 5-2 in favor of the Orioles. Angels got 2 in the first, and the Orioles 2 in the second, and then 3 more in the third. Pete Alonso is the batter, and he's taking the first pitch, and the first one misses from Ferris. Second inning now for Mitch Ferris in this game. Here's his pitch, and that's low and inside. It misses. Top of the fifth, it's being presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Orioles 5 runs, 7 hits. The Angels 2 runs on 3 hits. Here's the pitch. That's high and away. So it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch on its way, and it's a pitch that's on the outside part of the plate.
That fastball there from Mitch Ferris, 89 miles an hour. Mitch Ferris is not going to light up the radar gun. He's got to hit his spots.
And on the next delivery on Alonso, the 3-1, that's going to be ball 4. So that is the third walk allowed by Angels pitching. And Alonso on base for the third straight time, leadoff walk. Here's Basayo, their young catcher, who's driven in 4 of their 5 runs with a pair of 2-run homers. The first multi homer game in his young career. The pitch swings at that one, fouls it back behind home.
Yeah, single-handedly taking the Angels out of this game. Yeah, he got a split up from Soriano, and then the next at-bat was I think it's a 4-seamer that Heineman set up on that inside corner. That ball just leaked right back towards the middle of the plate.
Here's the pitch. That's lifted in the air. It's hit pretty well down the left side, chasing and going into foul territory, and unable to make the grab on that one is Christian Moore.
Yeah, that ball should have been caught right there.
So he had a long way to get to that one.
Yeah, he got to the spot, just whipped it.
Yeah.
And again, you got a day game. Now
Baltimore is challenging the foul ball call.
They're saying that ball might have been fair.
Yeah, it was called foul.
It was close.
Yeah. And Basayo is standing at first base thinking he's on base. So,
yeah, does it hit his glove in fair territory? This challenge is presented by Easton and Easton.
So if he ends up being awarded first base on that one, we'll see how he reached base there.
Yeah.
Hit or error, but again, they called it a foul ball.
And again, I just don't understand the Angels putting Christian Moore in the outfield. They're just forcing something that, yeah, it's hard to tell whether, again, the call on the field was foul. It's enough to overturn it. That last look, it looks like it was right on the line when he hit off his glove. Basayo has now come back to home plate. I guess he's had enough looks.
In the meantime, Ferris getting in some warm-up tosses. This one's taking a little bit of time here.
Yeah, if I'm Ferris, I don't know if I'm throwing any warm-up pitches. Basaro's standing right outside the batter's box. He's getting a good look.
Play is still under review. Now we're going to get the announcement from the home plate umpire, James
After
Hoy.
review, the call in the field stands. It's a foul ball. Baltimore will lose their challenge.
All right. So the call goes as it stands. They said it was foul. It'll stay that way. Counts 0-2 here on Basayo, and the pitch. And that's a pitch a little bit low, blocked by Heineman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It'll be interesting when Adley Rutschman gets back, how they're going to maneuver things with that catching position. They can always DH one of these guys. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled back on the left side.
Yeah, you never want a young player at the major league level sitting.
Yeah.
So you're going to want him to be in the lineup somehow, some way.
And even when Rutschman was healthy, Basayo was getting his at-bats. Rutschman's on the concussion list right now. Here's a ground ball right to second. This looks like 2. Flip to second, relay to first. It will be the first 2 outs in the inning. Taylor made, and Angels for the second straight inning turn a double play behind Mitch Ferris. And the next batter is going to be Colton Cowser.
Yeah, good pitch. That's a little slider away. Just rolls it over.
Cowser has a single so far. He's 1 for 2. He's one of the lefty batters in their lineup. Brazel, the shortstop, not too far from the second base bag. Here's the pitch, and that's a chase and a miss. When the Angels step up, bottom of the 5th, trailing 5-2, top of the batting order, and today's leadoff man, Nolan Shonowell. We mentioned when we got underway, Zach Neto's not in the lineup. Joe Adell's not in the lineup. Logan O'Hoppy's not in the Angels lineup today. Jose Siri, who's playing regularly with Trout on the injured list. Siri went on paternity leave today, so he's not in the lineup as well. Pitch was in there on Cowser. Here's the 0-2, and that is a wave and a miss. And boy, that was not a good swing at that slider. Struck him out, and that's how the inning will end. Bottom of the 5th is coming up. It's 5-2 Baltimore on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Tune in to cable or satellite TV package. Head over to ABTV, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Found on the exact same channel you watched your Angels all of last season. And if you want to stream your Halos at home or on the go without a cable or satellite package, you can sign up for Angels.tv. For all the info you need on how to watch the Angels all season long, visit Angels.com/watch for details.
Celebrate every win with Don Julio Reposado, our authentic barrel-aged tequila with smoky notes and a rich, smooth finish. Made it with love from Mexico to Southern California. Salud.
Try one-of-a-kind Pac-Man treats at the Pac-Man Chomp Stop, located next to Level Up in the right field pavilion. Pac-Man-themed desserts and drinks include caramel apples, Rice Krispies, Pac-Man cookies, and lemonade in a Pac-Man cup. It's also the exclusive location for Pineapple Dole soft serve in Pac-Man branded helmet. Visit the Pac-Man Chomp Stop next to Level Up in the right field pavilion today.
You hear that? That's a sound of a new Mazda season in Orange County. Get 1.9% APR on the 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, or drive the 2026 Mazda CX-5 now with 2.9% APR for 60 months. Visit Tustin Mazda and Huntington Beach Mazda today. Buy better, drive better. On approved credit through Mazda Financial Services. APR offers on select models. See dealer for details.
Inning as Vermeen throws only 9 pitches. Bottom of the 6th is right around the corner. Angels are down 5 on the Angels Radio app.
We're celebrating America's 250th birthday at the Big A. Your Halos take on the Red Sox Friday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 5th, and stay after each game for a post-game fireworks show driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby
tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Donovan Walton will be the first batter for the Angels. He's had an 0 for 2 day trying to keep his hitting streak going, an 8-gamer coming into today. And he chases the first one from Tyler Wells. Wells came in last inning and got the final out in relief of Wolfram. Here's the pitch. That's fouled back right behind the plate.
Yeah, the Angels have had some opportunities in this game and have just not got the hit. Got the 2-run home run by Soler in the first.
Angels haven't had a hit since the first inning and have left 6 on base today. And there's a chase and a miss, and down swinging on that one. Cutter goes Walton, 1 away to start off the Angels' bottom of the 6th. The Angels look a little flat right now. That's a total of 8 strikeouts against the Angels in just 5 1/3 innings today.
You mentioned earlier, Angels 12-14 in day games this year. Last year they were 16-29.
Here's the pitch, and Peraza swings at that one, lifts it foul, backing out of play on the right side. We should be getting the official attendance for today's game.
And there's a lot of youngsters here. There's a lot of camps.
Somewhere a little over 20,000 today. Here's the pitch, and that's a chase and a miss. See a bunch of campers out in the bleachers there in right field. They all have on their blue T-shirts.
I hope they're hydrating.
Yep.
Pretty toasty out there today.
Here's the next pitch. That's fouled back upstairs, out of play. I told you I got a kick out of this earlier today. Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer, SoCal native who still lives in Southern California. He was in our booth for a good half an hour or so today, and he was kind of holding court, and you and Tim Salmon were like 2 kids.
Oh, yeah.
Just able to digest the wisdom from him. That was fun.
Oh, gosh, what a thrill just to sit and talk to him.
Yep. Here's the pitch on its way, and chasing that one is Peraza, and he is a strikeout victim. So Wells has struck out 3 in a row going back to the final out last inning, and with 2 gone, here's Josh Lowe.
Yeah, Jim Palmer does the TV broadcast every time the Orioles are here in Southern California. And I told him every time that when I was a kid, I had a poster of Jim Palmer in my room on the wall. Big high leg kick.
There's one that's fouled back. You were also, weren't you a big Vita Blue fan?
Vita Blue was really big. When I got a little older, Vita Blue, said it a million times. If you had a photo of me in college, I mimicked Vida Blue. Put my hands in the same spot.
Here's a ground ball hit on the right side. Trying to dive and stop that grounder is Jackson. It kicks off his glove, and that's going to be a base hit for Josh Lowe. So a 2-out single. That's his first hit today. Angels have a base runner, and Tyler Heineman will be the next hitter. The bottom of the 6th inning. It's being brought to you by United Airlines.
Yeah, growing up as a kid also, and I grew up in the Bay Area, but I was a Baltimore Orioles, Cincinnati Red fan. So, anytime you get to talk to any of the old Orioles, I am a little kid.
Yeah.
And it's just fun listening to his stories. He has so many great stories.
Here's the pitch on its way, and that's a chase and a miss. Jim Palmer now in his early 80s, and he is still as sharp as a tack.
Oh, yeah. Still looks great.
Yeah. Nothing in one is the count. Angels down 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch, that will even up the count. 1-1. Pitch miss for a ball.
He's got fantastic stories about the battles with him and Earl Weaver, the manager for the Orioles.
Hall of Fame manager.
Oh, yeah.
There's one fouled up to our left out of play.
Palmer, back in those days, you didn't come out of games, and when Earl would try to take him out, he'd be like an attorney trying to state his case why he should stay in the game. And you think that guy coming in out of the bullpen's got better stuff than me?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. And that one on Heineman. He takes, and that's a pitch right there that misses for a ball. 2-2. Here's the next delivery. That's fouled off. I think we looked it up yesterday. Jim Palmer in his career, something like 4 seasons in his career where he had 20 complete games or more. And then he had a couple seasons with 19 and a couple seasons with 18 complete games. And there's a swing and a miss. And down on strikes goes Heineman. So Wells impressive in the inning. He strikes out 3 Angel batters. And that'll wrap things up here for the Angels in the Baltimore pitching. We are moving on to the 7th. Orioles continue to hold on to a 5-2 lead on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
The Chevy 4th of July savings event is on at Simpson Chevrolet in Irvine and in Garden Grove. Why wait? Start your summer now with special holiday low financing and payment programs on great selection of new 2026 Silverados. All in stock and all ready to drive home now. At family-owned Simpson Chevrolet, they're big enough to deal, small enough to care.
Need a little help starting your day? Chick-fil-A has delicious breakfast options just for you. Whether it's the chicken minis, egg white grill, or the classic Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, served on a freshly baked buttermilk biscuit. Enjoy breakfast with Chick-fil-A, served until 10:30 a.m. Download the Chick-fil-A app and order your favorites today. Plus, with every qualifying purchase, you'll receive points towards tasty rewards. The Chick-fil-A we all enjoy is just a tap away.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCal Gas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd against the Red Sox will receive a patriotic hat courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions for more.
We get ready to go to the 7th. Angels down 5-2. Jose Fermin is back out for another inning, and he looked good last inning, retired 3 in a row. Batter is Taylor Ward, leadoff batter for the Orioles, all 3 games in this series, the ex-Angel. And he's taking that pitch low for a ball. 2-0 is the count. Angels off tomorrow, and then the homestand resumes on Friday. Walbert Arania will go for the Angels. It looks like J.T. Ginn will get the start for the A's. We don't know that for sure, but it would be his turn in their rotation. And then on Saturday, Reed Detmers will likely face Jake Perkins. We're still not sure the Angels starter on Sunday. Here's the pitch, and that's a pitch on the outside part of the plate. That's strike one. It's 3-1. A's will likely go with Aaron Savali in the Sunday day game.
Yeah, that would be Sam Aldegheri's day to pitch.
Yep.
We'll see if that is what's going to happen on Sunday.
Here's the next delivery. Bouncing ball hit right to the third baseman. Guzman has it. His throw perfect over there to Shotwell. Ward is retired. Second time he's grounded out to the young Angel third baseman. And Gunnar Henderson, who's gone 0 for 2 today, will be the next Baltimore batter.
Kurt Suzuki on his way out to the mound. Taylor Ward, his last at-bat, had a double, and that double is presented by Surfside Iced Tea. No bubbles, no troubles, just doubles.
So it looks like the Angels are going to go to the bullpen. We have back with more Angels baseball here in the 7th. Baltimore has a 5-2 lead on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
You always get more at Simpson.
The Chevy 4th of July savings event is on at Simpson Chevrolet in Irvine and in Garden Grove. Why wait? Start your summer now with special holiday low financing programs on great selection of new 2026 Silverados. All in stock and all ready to drive home now. At family-owned Simpson Chevrolet, they're big enough to deal, small enough to care.
Hey Angels fans, are you daydreaming of tropical beaches and world-class spas, culinary adventures, and cultural treasures? Then fly our 5-star airline partner EVA Air from Los Angeles to Taipei. Connect from there to most of the rest of Asia with just one stop. EVA is a Star Alliance member with flatbed seats in business, extra comforts in every cabin, and extraordinary service on board Boeing 777s. Whether you're traveling for business or fun, book an unforgettable trip to Asia at www.evaair.com.
Join your Angels for Family Sunday and Kids Run the Bases on select Sunday home games through August the 30th. Visit the Gate 4 Courtyard for fun activities and stay after for Kids Run the Bases. For a full list of Family Sundays presented by Yakult Probiotic, Family Sundays presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink, visit angels.com/promotions.
Celebrate every win with Don Julio Reposado, our authentic barrel-aged tequila with smoky notes and a rich, smooth finish. Made with love from Mexico to Southern California. Salud.
New pitcher is Sammy Natera for the Angels. We saw him in last night's ball game. He struggled a little bit. He retired only one batter. He gave up a hit and a walk and a run. Lefty-lefty matchup. Gunnar Henderson is the batter, and he swings through the first pitch for Strike one. That was a first pitch fastball at 95.
Yeah, Gunnar Henderson was the first batter he faced and went 3 straight fastballs. 2 that Gunnar Henderson had him set up for that slider away and didn't throw it.
Next delivery, and that misses for a ball.
And Gunnar Henderson got another fastball, got a hit.
Looks like some more action for the Orioles. And the pitch on its way. This is lifted foul on the left side.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat to the first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd, courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Here's the next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. Yanier Cano is warming up. He's pitched well out of their bullpen this season. 2-2 pitch. That's hit in the air down the right side. That's a long run for Meckler over there, and he's not going to be able to get to that one, or did he? Yeah. He's able to run that one down in the right field corner, reached out and came away with that baseball. Momentum took him into foul ground.
And we see Wade Meckler in left field, and today's in right field.
Yep.
Long run, and you know that we saw it game 1, went right after ball, slid into the wall, crashed into the wall, short wall down that left field side.
Caught that one just before it was heading near that netting all the way down in that right field corner. That was a nice play. 2 outs in the inning now. This is Leody Tavares at the plate. Just missed that pitch, and he's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. Switch hitter batting right. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today.
Yeah, I really like what I see out of Sammy Natera. Big guy, 6'4", 230. A lot of moving pieces in his mechanics.
Next delivery. That one misses. That was off speed. Run he gave up last night, the first run he's allowed this season. And there's a pitch that misses, and the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1.42 ERA for Natera as he works for the 7th time this year. And there's a chase and a miss, and he just polished off Tavares, struck him out as he got him with that fastball at 93. So the inning is over. That's it for the Orioles. Angels trailing this ball game at the Big A 5-2. Still have some time to mount the comeback. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
When your favorite ace is experiencing hip pain or stiffness, it's more than just a groin pull. Their body can't get comfortable, sit for long drives, and it especially makes it hard to throw a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. In cases of limited hip mobility, the Memorial Care Joint Replacement Center and Sports Medicine Center offers hip arthroscopy, a minimally invasive treatment that relieves hip pain and restores hip mobility to get you back to sports and high-level activities. Let Memorial Care help you pitch a perfect game.
Summer is hot, sticky, and buggy. But Modelo is cold, crisp, and smooth. When you're sweating through your shirt and the beach is mad crowded, the lime and salt flavors of a Modelo Chelada hit just right. When the weather's perfect but you're still at work, it's time to clock out, drink responsibly. Beer and flavored beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Heads up, OC. SDCCU has your tickets to Angels baseball. Open a free checking with eStatements account at one of SDCCU's Orange or Riverside County locations and get 4 free ticket vouchers to an Angels game and get access to 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs. That's more than most big banks. SDCCU. It's not big bank banking, it's better. While supplies last. Federally insured by the NCUA. Offer valid through August 31st, 2026. Offer valid through August 31st, 2026. For details, visit sdccu.com/angels.
Be part of Throwback Week out at the Big A on Friday, July the 17th, when the first 25,000 fans in attendance will receive a throwback collared crew neck, courtesy of Salinas Inc. Visit angels.com/promotions.
New pitcher in the ball game. And this is Ynier Cano, Cuban native. Big guy, goes about 6'4". Checks in close to 250 pounds, a little bit under that. And here's his first pitch, and that's a pitch a little bit low and inside. Nolan Shotwell, the Angels' leadoff batter today, came in with a 6-game hitting streak, but he's grounded out all 3 times up. Looking for a hit to keep that streak going. Here's the pitch on Shotwell. That's outside. It misses. Cano is the 4th pitcher in the game for the Orioles, and he takes over for Tyler Wells, who worked an inning and a third. He gave up a hit, no runs. Walked a batter. All 4 of the outs for Wells coming via striking out Angel batters. And there's ball 3 delivered by Cano, and it's 3-0 on Shotwell. The call to the bullpen for the Orioles, presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink. 5-2 Baltimore here in the bottom of the 7th. That pitch right in there for a called strike.
Cano, a ton of sinkers, you'll see. Almost 50% sinkers, and teams are hitting just 133 against his sinker this year.
Yeah, there's a chase and a miss. That was a sinker right there.
7th inning stretch presented by JMG Security Systems.
First time we've seen Cano in this series. Pitched in a couple of their games against the Dodgers. That was the middle series on their road trip there. Road trip began over a week ago in Seattle. 9-game road trip. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul over on the right side. Angels batting in the bottom of the 7th. Being brought to you by StubHub. Baltimore 5 runs, 7 hits. Angels 2 runs, 4 hits. Angels with just 1 hit since the first inning, and the Angels got both of their runs in that inning. And there's a pitch there that's going to be a called 3rd strike, but Shotwell's going to challenge it.
Los Angeles is challenging.
This is a good challenge. I think this ball's down and outside.
It's either going to be a walk or a strikeout. It's going to be a walk. Shotwell wins that challenge.
Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
No, that was a good challenge. That was a sinker that was trying to paint that outside corner and had that late movement to it. Works its way right off that outside corner.
Denzer Guzman is the batter. Here's the pitch on its way, and that one is taken for a ball. The attendance today, 27,585, 27,585. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to miss, and the catcher, Masayo, is going to walk the baseball back to Cano.
Well, no real news today on Mike Trout. You know, Mike Trout's been starting to do some activities. We've seen it yesterday out on the field doing some stuff on the field, and hopefully he will be back in those 10 days. And that is the Trout Tracker presented by State Farm.
Trout is still in good shape as far as the voting for the All-Star game in the AL outfield. He's only trailing Aaron Judge in that department. That's a pitch a little bit low.
And you had the stumper of all stumpers as far as the All-Star voting today.
Yeah, I was asking you and Tim Salmon
you had all
in
of
our
us
booth. Who is the player that has the most All-Star votes in the American League so far? And it could be any position. And there's a pitch that is taken, and the count's 3-1. And you might take 15 guesses and not get this one right.
We immediately knew it was a trick question.
Here's the pitch, and this is bounce foul. The player in the American League that has the most votes for any position is Ernie Clement, the second baseman for Toronto. In fact, he's the only American League player that's reached 2 million votes right now. But you would have never thought that would have been the guy that's the top vote getter in all of the American League right now as far as all-star votes.
I did get Toronto. I was starting to zero in on it.
Right.
I said Toronto because they got a whole country behind them.
Right, and that was a good process of elimination on your part.
I was trying to...
But I was giving you guys some extra hints.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to torture you.
We had prep to do.
Yeah. And there are usually some interruptions during prep time before the games. 3-2 is the count. Angels down 5-2 here in the bottom of the 7th, and there's a pitch there that is chased and missed, and breaking for second after that ball got away from Basayo is the Angels base runner Shotwell, so he's going to move up on that one. But
that's going to be a pass ball. This one's hits him in the glove and kicks off the heel of the glove towards the Angels dugout, and Shotwell reads it perfectly.
So he's not going to get a steal on that one. Wade Meckler will be the batter. Tough day today for Denzer Guzman. 3 strikeouts in his 0-for-4 day. And there's a pitch that's low and inside on Meckler. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like some more action for Baltimore in their bullpen. Here's the next one on Meckler. He chases that pitch and lifts that one foul on the left side out of play. Rico Garcia is the pitcher warming up for the Orioles. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled back behind the plate.
And Cano is just pumping one sinker after another, and he really relies on that sinker, and that obviously if it's down, tough to get that ball in the air. Ground ball rate at 60%.
1 out, runner at second, 1-2 pitch, and just fouling that one off by the plate is Meckler. The Orioles closer is Ryan Helsley, and we haven't seen him in this series, and he hasn't pitched in 5 days. Pretty good chance we might see him when we get to the 9th inning. And he's only had 1 blown save, and that happened in his last appearance against the Dodgers on their trip. Had he not blown that save, they would have swept the Dodgers. And there's a chase and a miss, and down on strikes goes Meckler. So that's out number 2.
Yeah, as soon as I say it's all fastballs, the last 2 pitches, both of them splitters.
This has been a heavy strikeout day for the Angels today. 12 of them now in this game with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Soler at the plate, and that's a pitch that is low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Soler has driven in the 2 Angel runs, and he did it with a first inning 2-out, 2-run homer. (5-2) Baltimore in the 7th. Big chase and a miss at that one. That was another sinker at 96. Cano, a Cuban native. Here's the pitch on its way. That is low and outside.
He was an all-star in 2023. He was in 72 games that year. ERA right at 2.11.
There's the next pitch. That one misses low. He's a pitcher who is from Cuba. Nearly gave up baseball when his mother passed away when he was only 16 years old. 3-1 pitch. And that is going to miss, ball 4. So this inning has featured 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. The Angels have a pair on and will have the tying run come to the plate.
Fans, buy your Heritage-themed tickets package through angels.com/heritage. Includes a customized jersey along with a ticket to the game. Purchase yours through angels.com/heritage. And they're going to take out Cano.
Yep, he is going to be lifted as the pitching change, and we'll see who they elect to bring into this ball game. Craig Albernaz, their manager, electing to go to the bullpen. Break in the action. We get back. Angels still batting here, trailing 5-2 with 2 outs and 2 on in the bottom of the 7th on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Stay up to date on all things Angels by following your Halos on social media. Visit angels.com/social for a list of the team's accounts and to enjoy exclusive content all season long.
Summertime and baseball go together like cinnamon and pretzels. Next time you're at the ballpark watching the Halos, stop by Wetzel's Pretzels in section 129. At Wetzel's Pretzels, we hand roll and handcraft the finest ingredients in innovative deliciousness so you can grab a little happiness while watching your favorite team. Whether it's an original pretzel or a Wetzel dog, we've got your baseball snacks covered. Stop by Wetzel's Pretzels outside section 129. Wetzel's Pretzels.
Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event is here with our most efficient lineup that's bigger than ever. With hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and fully electric vehicles to keep your summer moving. Go farther in the all-hybrid Camry. Take on more adventures with RAV4 plug-in hybrid. Or experience all-electric performance in the all-new CHR. More choices, more ways to go farther. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Angels Baseball and PNC Bank are recognizing Kim Boren, Chief Financial Officer at Pacquiolin, as the June 2026 Business Angels honoree. The Business Angels program, powered by PNC Bank, highlights leaders who have made a positive impact within their business, industry, and community. Kim is being celebrated at an Angels game in the month of June for her contributions to her company and community and for her commitment to empower the next generation of women leaders. Congratulations, Kim.
Rico Garcia is the new pitcher. We saw him in the opening game on Monday, and he worked an inning, gave up a home run to Soler in that game. That was in the 9th inning of that ball game. And his first pitch here on Christian Moore, that one taken for ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Garcia, 1.95 ERA. Tying run at the plate. The pitch, fly ball lifted into right field, but it's hanging up, and Tavares waiting for it to come down. Will gather it in, and the inning is over. It's gone that way for the Angels today. That's a couple more stranded. The Angels have left 9 runners on base in the first 7 innings. The 8th inning is on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Join your Angels for every Saturday night home game and stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions for more. Hey, it's Roger Lodge, and if you're ever injured in an accident, Easton & Easton is the right call to make. They combine decades of legal experience with cutting-edge technology to build the strongest case possible because results matter. They're not just a law firm. They're a family that fights for you. They know how to win, and when you're with them, you're part of the family. You deserve more than just legal help. Let their family help yours, because family never settles for less.
Past results do not guarantee future performance. Located in Orange County, California.
Attention pro contractors and builders. Whether you're on site or in the office keeping track of orders and billing, your focus should be on doing your job well, not wasting time with the guesswork or the stress of managing your business. Meet MyFBM, your time-saving digital tool from your partners at Foundation Building Materials. It's your go-to, placing and managing orders, tracking deliveries, and controlling job spend all in one place. Guest checkout's now available, making it even easier to buy your building materials online. It's time to change the way you do business. Visit myfbm.com and start supplying your next project today. myfbm.com.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Here we go to inning number 8. Pete Alonso leads it off for the Orioles. They lead the Angels 5-2. Game has been at that score, 5-2, since the middle of the 3rd inning. Baltimore got 3 runs in the top of the 3rd to take that 5-2 lead, and really not much has happened since then.
Yeah, the guy on deck has single-handedly taken the Angels down today.
There's one that's fouled back behind the plate to our right, out of play. This top of the 8th, it's being presented by Nike.
Samuel Basayo from the on-deck circle. A couple of 2-run home runs for him today.
And the next pitch, that one pitch taken by Alonso.
Los Angeles is challenging the pitch.
It was called a ball. The count's 3-1. Angels have challenged. You heard the home plate umpire, James Hoy, and let's see what it turns out to be. A strike. So Heineman
Los
wins
Angeles
that
has
challenge.
1 challenge remaining.
That'll change the count to 2-2. Angels haven't gotten Alonso out today. Single, double, walk, scored 2. He's driven in 1. The polar bear at the plate for the Orioles. Here's the pitch. And that's a pitch that misses low and in.
Oh, polar bear. This is a warm day for a polar bear.
Here's the next pitch. Bounce right to short. Peraza's there today. His throw is in time. And that will be out number 1.
Peraza's been outstanding at shortstop here today.
Very smooth out there.
Oh, he's made some highlight plays out there today. A couple on the backhand side.
So the batter is their young catcher, Samuel Basayo. Pair of 2-run homers today.
Yeah, both Jose Soriano, one a split that stayed up and the other one a fastball that they're trying to get it in. It leaked towards the middle of the plate.
Left-handed batter taking that one for a strike. Basayo, very bright future and a budding star in this game at age 21, the pitch. And that's a pitch that misses.
And that second home run he hit off Soriano, 113 miles an hour off his bat. A line drive, too. Just went 373.
There's a pitch that's right in there for a called strike. When you sign a guy to, an 8-year deal after he had only had 31 big league games, it just tells you how impressed the Orioles are with this young man. He takes that pitch for ball 3. It's 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one there chased and missed. Good job by Natera on that one. That was a fastball at 93, so 2 up, 2 away. The Orioles have had a string of batters retired in a row. Their last 10 have all gone down in a row in this game. Angels bullpen work has been really good today.
The Angels pen has held it.
Soriano had a rough start, but the pen's done its job today. There's a pitch in there on Kalzer.
Yeah, just can't get the big hit. Angels have had opportunities. not been able to deliver with guys in scoring position. 0 for 6 today with runners in scoring position.
There's a pitch that misses low and away. Matera has retired all 4 batters that he's faced since coming in with 1 out last inning. There's a pitch right in there for a called strike. So he's moved in front. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Colton Cowser. He's had 1 hit in his 10 times up in this 3-game series. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch. That's low and outside. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Angels have Kirby Yates getting loose.
Here's the next pitch. And this one's fouled off over on the right side, backing out of on the right side, and that's going to be caught over there by Shotwell as he was near the foul line and makes the grab, straddling the line in fair territory, and that's how the inning will end. So that'll do it. Clean it. Get ready to move to the bottom of the 8th as we head there. It's still a 5-2 Baltimore lead on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Angels fans, are you daydreaming of tropical beaches and world-class spas, culinary adventures, and cultural treasures? Then fly our 5-star airline partner, EVA Air, from Los Angeles to Taipei. Connect from there to most of the rest of Asia with just 1 stop. EVA is a Star Alliance member with flatbed seats in business, extra comforts in every cabin, and extraordinary service on board Boeing 777s. Whether you're traveling for business or fun, book an unforgettable trip to Asia at www.evaair.com.
Do you know why we all love baseball? No, really, I'm asking. Maybe you think it's the thrill of seeing a home run sail over the center field wall, or how about the excitement of an inning-ending double play? What about strike 3 to get out of a bases-loaded scoring jam? Would you believe it's the hot dogs? I mean, is there anything better than enjoying a couple of completely, totally delicious SoCal-made Hoffy beef franks while enjoying Angels baseball, whether you're at home or at the Big A? All right, we'll admit it. Those home runs are pretty cool, too. Hoffy. Local, original, great.
Summer can be fun, but it can also be stressful for parents and caregivers. And when adults feel stressed, kids can feel it too. Taking care of your stress is a good first step to feeling more connected with your child. If you are a parent seeking support, there is help. Explore available resources at angels.ocnavigator.org and discover ways to help cope, reduce stress, and learn new techniques for positive parenting. Talking helps. You are not alone. The OC Navigator is part of the Orange County Healthcare Agency Behavioral Health Department.
Angel fans, join your Halos out at the Big A. For more info on upcoming games, including exciting matchups, giveaways, and more, visit angels.com/tickets.
Donovan Walton will bat as the Angels are ready to go here in the bottom of the 8th inning, trailing in this ball game by a score of 5-2, and he takes the first pitch. That one, ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Rico Garcia out there, got the final out last inning, and here's his next pitch. It's a little high and away at the bottom of the 8th. It's being presented by Farmers and Merchants Bank. 3-run Orioles lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the next pitch. That's sliced down the left side, and that is a fair ball. It's going to kick around down in that left field corner, and Walton is on. So he keeps his hitting streak going, a 9-gamer. And the Angels have a runner in scoring position right out of the blocks here to start off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, 7th double of the season, just stays on this changeup down and away and just flicks it down that left field side. Really good at bat.
Batter now is Peraza. Right-hander against right-hander. The pitch. Peraza goes after the first one and pops this ball up. It's around the mound. Alonso, the first baseman, comes over, takes charge, calls everyone off, and catches that in front of the pitcher's mound. A little bit on the right side of the pitcher's mound for out number 1.
Bid on exclusive items like hats, baseballs, jerseys, and more by visiting angels.com/auctions today. The official source for game use, Angels memorabilia.
Josh Lowe, who just rejoined the Angels today, he had been gone for just over a month, is the batter. He's gone 1 for 3. Lefty hitter takes ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next pitch, and that is a chase and a miss. Chase the pitch that was outside. There was a changeup.
Yeah, Garcia's got a really good changeup.
Here's the next pitch, and that's a pitch that is in there for a called strike. 1-2. That was another changeup. Garcia, he was busy last year. He's from Hawaii and was originally drafted way back in 2016 by the Rockies. Last year he was with the Mets, he was with the Yankees, and he was also with the Orioles a year ago. Here's the pitch, wave and a miss, and that is another changeup, and that one gets Josh Lowe. Struck him out. 2 are gone.
13th strikeout for Orioles pitching here today.
So Heineman was scheduled to bat.
Grissom's going to bench hit.
Yep. He's going to come off the bench and pinch hit. Heineman was 0 for 3. That means Hoppy will be coming in to catch. And there's the pitch. That one, a pitch that misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Grissom is hitting .232. He was in the 2-hole for the Angels in last night's ball game and drove in a couple of runs. Had a 2-run single in the Angels' bottom of the 5th last night. Counts 2 balls and no strikes on the pinch hitter. And here's the next delivery. Swings at it, fouls it off. 2-1. Orioles have a 5-2 lead on the Angels here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the next pitch. That's a liner. It's going to fall into left field for a base hit, being waved home, and coming in to score from second will be Donovan Walton. RBI pinch hit single for Grissom, and it gets the Angels a little bit closer. It's now 5-3 Baltimore.
All sliders in that at-bat. That last one, Grissom able to get to it and flick it out to left field. Big 2-out RBI right there for Grissom. Again, Angels all 3 runs here today coming with 2 outs.
So now they have a meeting out there at the mound.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with the 4th of July weekend fireworks show, July 3rd through Sunday, July 5th. Driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Batter will be the Angels' leadoff batter today, Nolan Shotwell. Shotwell's gone 0 for 3 with a walk. Came into the game swinging a hot bat. 6-game hitting streak. Has a chance to extend it here. And he's also the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch on Shotwell. He takes in, that's a little low. Shotwell, pair of hits in the ball game last night, including a home run. Here's the pitch. And that's a pitch there that he's taking ball two. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Henderson, the shortstop, not too far from the second base bag. The outfielders are playing Shotwell the opposite way a bit. Here's the pitch, and he's taking that one. That pitch was called a ball. It's being challenged by
Baltimore is challenging.
Masayo, the catcher. Call was a ball. Let's see how it turns out.
Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
So the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike, and now Shotwell's going to challenge this call. So back-to-back
Los Angeles is challenging.
Challenges here. Shotwell thought it was a ball. It was called a strike, and we'll see who gets it right.
Well, Shotwell gets that
Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
Yep. So back-to-back challenges here going against the home plate umpire. 2 straight pitches overturned. It's a 3-1 count now on Shotwell. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. Shotwell will trot the first base with a walk, and this inning continues here with 2 away. Now the Angels have the go-ahead run coming to the plate, and the Orioles are going to dip into their bullpen again. So they will be bringing in their 5th reliever of the day. We have a break in the action, a pitching change coming up. Right now, 5-3 Baltimore here in the bottom of the 8th on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Is it just me, or does our AC system sound like a jet engine?
When's the last time we got a tune-up? We need to call Service Champions. We can get a complete AC tune-up for just $88.
Okay, let's book that $88 tune-up. What's the number?
833-777-7777. Or you can book online at servicechampions.com.
Limit 1 coupon per household. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Call for details.
You hear that? That's a sound of a new Mazda season in Orange County. Get 1.9% APR on the 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, or drive the 2026 Mazda CX-5 now with 2.9% APR for 60 months. Visit Tustin Mazda and Huntington Beach Mazda today. Buy better, drive better. On approved credit through Mazda Financial Services. APR offers on select models. See dealer for details.
Angels fans, the Hyatt Vacation Club invites you to enjoy a 4-day, 3-night resort getaway, starting from just $149. Choose from 6 beautiful locations, from the mountains of Breckenridge, Colorado, to the beautiful beaches of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. See what Hyatt Vacation Club has to offer. Conditions and participation requirements apply. Call 866-440-8783 to learn more.
Angel fans, tour the Big A. Options include game day tours, a behind-the-scenes tour while the team is on the road, school tours, and a VIP tour with that team is on the road, school tours, and a VIP tour with access to pregame batting practice on the field. Select tours include an exclusive gift bag. Visit angels.com/tours for more.
Pitchers, the veteran Andrew Kittredge, who has struggled this season. This is his 22nd appearance. No wins, 1 loss, ERA 6.11. So Guzman is the batter. He's had a tough day at the plate. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside. 3 strikeouts and a flyout for Denzer Guzman, who came into this game with hits in 9 of his last 11 ball games, but he has not had a hit in this series. He's gone 0 for 7, and he swings and fouls that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He steps up as the go-ahead run here. And he is going to see nothing but sliders in this at-bat.
Kittredge ready, and the next pitch. Let's bounce foul, and it lands in and out of the Angels dugout.
And that pitch there, the sinker. And teams are hitting .414 against his sinker this year, and just 184 against his slider.
Angels trailing at 5-3, 2 on, first and second, 2 outs. Counts 1 and 2. Here's the next one on Guzman, and he takes, that's outside, it misses. That was a slider. Kittredge was with the Orioles and the Cubs last year. Here's the next pitch, and did he go after that one on the appeal? The umpire at first says he was holding, called by Sean Barber over there.
Another slider. Boy, Guzman just able to check that.
So it's a full count.
That helps. Runners are going to be on the move here.
2 outs. Here's the 3-2, and he walks him up and in. So now they're loaded, and Meckler will be the batter.
Orioles have struck out a ton of guys, 13 strikeouts for the Orioles, but that's their 7th walk in this game, and have really set the table for the Angels here. A base hit can now tie this game.
Meckler awaits the pitch. Here it comes. Goes after it, lifts it in the air down the left side, but that's going to push foul. Backing out of play. 0-1 to count. Meckler's been on base 3 of the 4 times he's batted. Single, walk, he's reached on an error, and he's struck out. So he's officially 1 for 3, and in the series 2 for 7.
Got to get a new bat, practice bat there.
Runner at third base. The lead runner is Grissom. And he had a pinch hit RBI single in this inning. Nottowell's at second.
A lot of room on that left side of the infield.
Guzman, the runner at first. 0-1 on Meckler. Meckler's had some clutch hits for the Angels since joining the club. Here's the next pitch. Swings at it, grounds it through on the right side. That's an RBI hit. 1 run will score. Another's coming home. 2 are in, and Meckler delivers. This game is tied at 5. Angels bats were so quiet since the end of the first inning, but 3-run inning here in the bottom of the 8th to tie it, and the inning isn't over yet. Runners at first and second. Soler will be the next batter.
I'm surprised Guzman did not go to third base on that. He ends up staying at second base. There was going to be no play at him at all at third base.
So here's Soler, and he goes after the first one and fouls it back. Kittredge, since coming in, has walked the batter and now has given up a 2-run single. Three runs that have scored in this inning go against Garcia. There's a pitch that's taken, and that's a pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 the count.
Angels all 5 runs today, 2 outs.
Sam Bachman is up in the Angels bullpen. Here's the next pitch, and that is a wave and a miss, and down goes Soler. That's how the inning will end, but the Angels do tie it up. Score 3 in the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-5 as we get ready to head to the 9th on Angels Radio, also available on the...
This is Orange County's trusted ticket connection for the last 30 years. From the World Cup to Bruno Mars, 714 Tickets has you covered for all concerts or sporting events. Call 714-TICKETS or visit their Anaheim office or buy online at 714tickets.com. Download the 714 Tickets app and earn 5% back on every online purchase. 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. Buy, sell, enjoy.
Try one-of-a-kind Pac-Man treats at the Pac-Man Chomp Stop located next to Level Up in the right field pavilion. Pac-Man themed desserts and drinks include caramel apples, Rice Krispies, Pac-Man cookies, and lemonade in a Pac-Man cup. It's also the exclusive location for Pineapple Dole soft serve in Pac-Man branded helmet. Visit the Pac-Man Chomp Stop next to Level Up in the right field pavilion today.
You hear that? That's the sound of the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. No dealer markups, no forced add-ons, and no addendums, ever. Just a better way to buy at Tustin Kia and Mission Viejo Kia. Buy better, drive better.
America's band, the Beach Boys, celebrate 250 years of the USA. Live, the Beach Boys. June 28th at the Pechanga Summit. June 28th at the Pechanga Summit. Get reserved now at pechanga.com. Celebrate 250 years with America's original, the Beach Boys. Saluting 60 years of Pet Sounds.
Sam Bachman is going to take over. This will be his 30th appearance of the season. ERA is 3.53. Vaughn Grissom, who came in as the pinch hitter for Heinemann, he is now at third base. He's going to stay in the game. Guzman leaves, and the Angels also have Logan O'Hoppe now behind the plate. And this is Jackson Holliday who's batting, and there's a pitch to him that he's taking for a ball. The count goes to 2-0. So the first time we've seen Holliday in this series, he was bothered by a groin problem that perked up on him in their series over the weekend against the Dodgers. That was on Saturday, and this is the first time he's been in a game since then. Counts 2-1. Holliday hitting just 200, swings at that one, fouls it off on the left side, backing out of play.
That fastball there from Sam Bachman, 99.
Holliday is pinch hitting for Colton Cowser, or I should say for Kobe Mayo. And here's the next pitch, and that's a little check swing. That one's fouled off. Mayo was their DH today. Here's the next pitch. That one misses high and away, so now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to make him earn his way on here. We just saw the Orioles set the table for the Angels. Angels capitalized.
Here's the next pitch, and that is a big cut and a miss, and down on strikes goes Holliday. Struck him out.
Really nice job by Logan O'Hoppe. This is foul tipped, and O'Hoppe able to hold on to this.
So 1 gone here in the 9th. Angels have rallied back from a 3-run deficit to get this thing tied here in the 9th. Jeremiah Jackson at the plate, and the pitch to him misses ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The last 12 Oriole batters retired in a row in this game. Their offense has gone quiet, going back to the top of the 4th inning.
There was no offense on either side until the Angels erupted there in the bottom of the 8th.
Here's the next pitch. That's a little tapper fouled off on the left side. The Angels still have Christian Moore out there in left field.
Yep. I am stunned by that. I'm surprised Joe Adell didn't enter the game out in right field and move Meckler over to left.
Here's the pitch, and that's a little tapper foul on the first base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Bachman works here in this top of the 9th inning. He is pitcher number 5 of the day for the Angels.
He ended up throwing 8 pitches in last night's game. Little 1-2-3 ninth.
Takes over for Sammy Natero, did a nice job retiring all 5 batters he faced today. Here's one fouled off by Jackson on the first base side, out of play. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Bachman's pitch. Misses high with that one. Count runs full. It's now 3-2.
Fastball at 100, just overthrown by Sam Bachman.
Each team 5 runs on 7 hits. The pitch. Fly ball that's lifted into center field. Routine play for Josh Lowe. He hasn't had much action out there today in center, and will make the catch on that one. 2 gone here in the top of the 9th. That put out for Lowe, the Angels center fielder. That is his first of the day. So here's Blaze Alexander getting ready to bat. He's their 9-hole hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. When the Angels bat in the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Moore, Walton, and Peraza. Here's the pitch, and there's another fly ball lifted into right center, and back on the warning track is Josh Lowe. So he had a quiet day until the last 2 batters, and makes both plays out there in center, and that is how the inning will end. The top of the 9th inning with Bachman out there on the mound, presented by Bullet Frontier Whiskey. Tied at 5 on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Tune in to watch your Angels all season long. If you have a cable or satellite TV package, head over to ABTV, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Found on the exact same channel you watched your Angels all of last season. And if you want to stream your Halos at home or on the go without a cable or satellite package, you can sign up for Angels.tv. For all the info you need on how to watch the Angels all season long, visit Angels.com/watch for details.
Sunny afternoons and baseball? That's a perfect match, just like Kettle One and cocktails. Kick back, soak up the action, and sip on an ice-cold Kettle One vodka cocktail. Kettle One, made to cocktail, and proud partner of Angels Baseball.
Angels fans, the Hyatt Vacation Club invites you to enjoy a 4-day, 3-night resort getaway, starting from just $149. Choose from 6 beautiful locations, from the mountains of Breckenridge, Colorado, to the beautiful beaches of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. See what Hyatt Vacation Club has to offer. Conditions and participation requirements apply. Call 866-440-8783 to learn more.
At Angel Stadium, every detail matters, from the first pitch to the final out. Behind the scenes, ABM is proud to support the Los Angeles Angels with expert facility services that keep the ballpark running at its best. From cleaning and engineering to parking and fan experience, ABM helps create a safe, seamless environment for every fan, every game. ABM, driving possibility, one ballpark at a time. Learn more at abm.com.
Christian Moore will be the first batter. We start the bottom of the 9th, tied at 5. The new pitcher is Ryan Helsley. He's the closer for the Orioles. First year with them. He was with the Cardinals and the Mets last year. Hard-throwing closer. He's had a lot of success in the big leagues in the past. Here's the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. That one at 98, that fastball. Helsley's been an all-star a couple of times in his career.
Yeah, power stuff. He's topped out this year at 102.
Earlier in his career, hitting 104 miles per hour. He has a plus fastball. Pitch was fouled back. The count's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And overall numbers are not real good this year, though.
And he was roughed up. I alluded to it last inning in his last appearance over the weekend against the Dodgers. Had a blown save, and there's a chase and a miss, and down on strikes. Quickly there goes Christian Moore. Struck him out with a fastball at 100 miles per hour. Went away.
15 strikeouts today for Orioles pitching.
Well, that's 15 of the 25 outs on strikeouts today. Far too many. Donovan Walton, the batter. And there's a pitch in there on him for a called strike. Angels have left 11 runners on base today. Here's the pitch, and that is a wave and a miss. 0-2 is the count.
Angels have Chase Silseth getting loose. This game ends up going to extra innings. One swing of the bat, all the Angels need here. Again, day game ball travels so well.
Here's the next pitch that's taken for a ball. Three of the last 15 Angel games have gone to extra innings. That might happen today as well. The pitch staying alive is Walton. He fouls that one back behind the plate.
Donovan Walton got everything started last inning with that double down the left field line.
Angels got those 3 runs to tie it all with 2 outs. And the Angels' other 2 runs coming with 2 outs today, so all 5 of them. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes on Walton. Here's the next delivery. Grounds one on the right side. Stopped by Alonso from his knees. He'll throw to the pitcher, and getting the foot down on that one on the bag is Helsley. Good play by Alonso, and again he threw to the pitcher who was making that beeline to cover first base. Alonso threw kneeling down on the dirt on the first base side.
Yeah, Helsley, again, this throw from his knees was high, and so Helsley had to go up, catch it, and then bring the foot down. Yeah, Helsley, his last 4 appearances, 3 innings, he's allowed 6 runs, 5 of those earned, 3 home runs.
Here's the pitch. That's in there on Peraza for a called strike. His ERA overall this season is high, 4.85. Next pitch on Peraza, swings at that one, fouls it off on the right side. This is a situation where Helsley's the pitcher of record when he's been in save situations. Only 1 blown save, and that was his most recent outing, that game against the Dodgers we alluded to. He's had 7 saves and 8 tries. Here's the pitch, and that's chopped foul over on the left side.
Angels have Zach Neto in the on-deck circle.
So Neto would be pinch hitting for Josh Lowe if this bottom of the 9th stays alive. 2 outs, no one on. 0-2 pitch, that's fouled back behind the plate. Pretty quiet day for Peraza, who's had a quiet series really against the Orioles. He's not had a hit this series. He's 0 for 4 today and 0 for 8 in the series. A 5-5 game here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch, and he's staying alive. Chops that one foul over by the Angels dugout.
Really good at bat right here. 0-2, just able to spoil these pitches.
Again, the 0-2 pitch, and that will be a chase and a miss, and it was a slider that gets Peraza. He strikes out for the third time today on a day where the Angels' strikeouts have been piling. We will head to extra innings. The 10th is coming up. It's tied at 5 on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Get ready, Orange County. It's game time. Your hometown Los Angeles Angels are bringing the heat, and Villa Ford of Orange is proud to be part of every big moment. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd, feel the excitement all season long. Now's the perfect time to rally behind the Angels and upgrade your drive. Step up to the plate and drive home a winner today at Villa Ford of Orange. And let's go Angels. Step up to the plate and drive home a winner today at Villa Ford of Orange.
You ever drive past a building and think, somebody really built that? Right now, there's an opportunity to be that somebody. If you're looking to get into the masonry trade, tile layers, marble masons, caulkers, brick and block layers, this is real hands-on work with real rewards, top wages, full benefits, and some of the best apprenticeship training out there. Build a future that lasts. Join the union that's got your back. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org.
Don't miss a moment this season when you stream Angels.tv. Stream the entire season within the Angels territory now for just $74.99. Watch games at home or on the go and stay connected all year long. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit Angels.tv for more.
Angels fans, New Era Cap is proud to be the official cap of your Los Angeles Angels. Proud to be the official cap of your Los Angeles Angels. Be sure to stop by the team store at Angel Stadium to pick up your New Era Authentic Collection Angels cap today. Remember, you can always visit us at neweracap.com to shop our latest selections, including our limited editions and exclusive drops. New Era Cap, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
New pitcher for the Angels. And the sixth pitcher of the day, Chase Silseth. He becomes the pitcher of record. Base runner placed at second base. That's Blaze Alexander. As we start the 10th inning, tied at 5. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. Now, the Angels this season in extra inning ball games, not a whole lot of success. The Angels are 3-7 in 10 extra inning games this year. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit low and inside. The Orioles this year, they haven't played nearly as many extra inning games as the Angels. They've only played 4 coming into today, so today's their 5th. They're 2-2 in extra frames. 1 ball, 1 strike on Taylor Ward with that runner on at second to start the inning. The pitch, this is a fly ball hit into shallow right field, coming in hard and unable to make the catch on that one is Meckler. It drops a couple feet in front of him, and moving from second to third on that bloop single will be Alexander. That ball was in the air for a while, but Meckler had to run in a bit and just never quite got to it.
Yeah, I watched him. He got a good jump on that. That's just one of those plays that you just, no matter what, you're just not going to get to it. This is off the end of the bat by Taylor Ward.
So Ward's second hit today, the ex-Angel, 4 hits in the series against Angels pitching. Gunnar Henderson is the batter. Angels have brought the infield in at the corners, and there's a pitch that is in there for a called strike. Henderson 0 for 3 today, 4 for 11 with a run batted in the series. A 5-5 game here at the Big A. Silseth with the pitch, and this is a bouncer hit near the mound, fielded by Silseth. The flip to the plate, and out is the call. Wow! Silseth came hustling off the mound, scooped it up, shoveled the ball to the catcher Logan O'Hoppe, and I don't know if they're going to challenge this one or not. They are. The call on the field
Baltimore
again was
challenging the out call at the plate.
What an athletic play for Chase Silseth. This is do or die, and he doesn't have time to grab it with his hand, just scoops it with the glove, and in the same motion as he's scooping, delivers it to O'Hoppe. A perfect feed. Yeah, O'Hoppe gets the tag on him.
before it looks like that right hand touches the plate. And Blaze Alexander can run. There's so much that has to go right on this play, and Ohapi holds onto it. The throw beats the runner.
So again, we're going to get the final result here.
After review, the call in the field's confirmed. The runner's out.
There you go.
Baltimore will lose their challenge.
Boy, what a saving play that turns out to be for Silseth.
Unbelievable.
Is that going to bother you? It's just like playing golf.
I forgot to
The
turn
home
off his
plate umpire James Hoy's conversation was being broadcast across the stadium here.
We know he knows what to do when he has a divot then.
Yeah. All right, so here is Tavares at the plate. They have runners on at first and second.
What a play by Chase Silseth. A swinging bunt, and he jumps off the mound so quickly and just gloves it right to Ohapi. Everything, just the timing was perfect.
Here's the pitch, and this is lifted high in the air into left field. This is Christian Moore out there. He's under. He'll make the catch on that one, and that will be the second out.
And I'm still stunned that Christian Moore is in this game in left field.
So the batter is going to be Alonso. The out at the plate on the ball that was off the bat of Henderson goes 1-2. Fly out off the bat of Tavares that Moore just caught. Out number 2. Wind has picked up a little bit, blowing from right to left. Here's Alonso batting. 2 outs. Still 5-5 in the 10th. Runners at first and second. Alonso's been on base 3 times today, has 2 hits and bloops the ball in the right field. That's going to drop in for a hit. The lead runner will score easily. And now the Orioles on that opposite field hit by Alonso, his 3rd hit of the day, puts Baltimore on top 6-5.
Wow. There is nothing you can do. This is a really good pitch by Chase Silseth. It ties up Alonso. He's so strong. He just fights it off and flips it into right field. Wow.
The 2 hits they've had in this inning almost in the same spot to some degree, just little bloopers into right. And the batter now is Basayo, their catcher, who's had the big day with a pair of 2-run homers. He takes ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
Gunnar Henderson ends up over at third base on that little blue pit. He was flying. He was thinking about scoring, but Meckler got that ball in quickly.
Here's the next pitch, and Basayo tries to hold up on the appeal. They say he went after it. It's a 1-1 count. Looks like Keegan Aiken is the pitcher warming up for Baltimore.
The lefty.
Yep. So looks like he will be coming in to pitch the bottom of the 10th. It's 6-5 Baltimore, top of the 10th. With runners at the corners, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. A big cut and a miss. Boy, that was a vicious swing and a miss right there by the young 21-year-old catcher.
Yeah, that's 97, and it ties him up.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Next delivery, and he swings and misses. That one struck him out, and that's how the inning will end. But Baltimore will take a 6-5 lead to the bottom of the 10th when we get back on Angels Radio. Also available on the new and improved Angels Radio app.
Baseball 1-4 Tickets has the best prices, not just for baseball, but for all sports, concert, and theater events. Buy or sell anytime at 714tickets.com. Call 714-TICKETS or visit their Anaheim office. Plus 5% back on every online purchase. 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The best prices, the best service, and your ticket to every event.
Changes in memory can be confusing and scary, but you are not alone. Alzheimer's Orange County is here to help you and your loved ones navigate every step. Call our helpline 844-373-4400 or visit www.alzoc.org. To learn more about local resources and services to make life easier and more hopeful, that's alzoc.org. Don't face your journey alone. Support, guidance, and understanding are just a call or click away.
Angels fans, are you daydreaming of tropical beaches and world-class spas, culinary adventures, and cultural treasures? Then fly our 5-star airline partner, EVA Air, from Los Angeles to Taipei. Connect from there to most of the rest of Asia with just one stop. EVA is a Star Alliance member with flatbed seats in business, extra comforts in every cabin, and extraordinary service on board Boeing 777s. Whether you're traveling for business or fun, book an unforgettable trip to Asia at www.evaair.com.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd against the Red Sox will receive a patriotic hat courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions for more.
To the bottom of the 10th, the Angels are trailing at 6-5. The 8th pitcher of the game for Baltimore, as they've pretty much cleared out their bullpen now, just about. Keegan Aiken will take over. Angels are going to pinch hit here to start things off. So Zach Neto is going to come into bat for Josh Lowe. Lowe went 1 for 4 today. Runner placed at second is Peraza. The first pitch to Neto, he chops one foul over on the third base side. 6-5 Orioles.
Aiken, fastball, changeup, slider. He has a very good changeup.
Here's the next pitch. Neto goes after that one, takes a big cut, fouls that one off on the right side. This is Aiken's 23rd appearance.
Angels good speed with their ghost runner, Oswald Peraza, at second.
Aiken, no wins, no losses. 6.35 ERA. Home plate umpire signaling to the lefty reliever that he's got to allow Neto to get set in the batter's box. Angels replay presented by Coca-Cola. Refreshment for the Halos. Right now it's the go-ahead run in the top of the 10th inning for Baltimore, but the Angels have a chance to erase that and still win this game. In the bottom of the inning, Neto on that 2-strike delivery, though, swings and misses, struck him out. So that's a big out. One gone, bottom of the 10th.
Yep, you didn't advance the runner. You want to be able to advance the runner there.
That is what, the 17th strikeout against the Angels today. Here's Grissom at the plate. He had a big pinch hit RBI single, and that was a couple of innings ago. In the bottom of the 8th, first pitch in there for strike one.
Hey, look at those numbers for Keegan Aiken. That's 6.35 ERA, but the last 10 games, it's .75. He's been really good.
And there's one that's fouled off over on the right side.
Yeah, his last 12 innings has allowed just one run.
Here's the next pitch. This is lifted high in the air, but it's hanging up in right center. Under, making the catch on that one is Tavares. Boy, he and Cowser out there nearly collided, and it's the right fielder who makes the catch on that one. The Angels are now down to their final out in this ball game.
Yep, Nolan Shonowell, lefty-lefty matchup.
So here is Shonowell and the pitch. That's a pitch that is in there for a called strike. So Peraza's at third. He was able to advance on the fly out off the bat of Grissom.
That's why that first batter is so critical, to move the runner.
Here's the next pitch. Ground ball hit right on the right side. This is gobbled up there by the second baseman. The throw to first, and the ball gets away. Angels have tied up the ball game. Shonowell's headed over to third base, and he's going to get there, and he is safe, and this game is now tied up at 6. That was a ground ball hit right on the right side. Everything was kind of slow and developing there for the Orioles, especially who was going to cover first base. Angels get a gift run right there to tie it up.
Pete Alonso is just pounding his glove. He knows he went too far after this ball. There's no way he's going to come up with this baseball, so he can't get back up. And now you've got to hit a moving target. Keegan Aiken coming over, and that throw hits off of his glove. And then Shotwell ends up kicking it out into the right field corner. And Pete Alonso just can't believe he went after that ball. He went after it and then realized he's not going to make it back to first base. That allowed Shotwell. Again, Shotwell not the fastest guy on the team at all. This should have ended the game easily.
No doubt.
And Pete Alonso still just can't believe that mistake is a costly one for the Orioles right there. Angels will take it, able to tie this game up. Wow.
They're going to charge the pitcher with an error on that one.
That is the toughest error on the planet.
Yeah. So here's O'Hoppe. See if the Angels can win the game here. Here's a ground ball sharply hit foul.
Yeah, that error will never go to Pete Alonso, but that error is on Pete Alonso.
This is O'Hoppe's first time up. Here's the pitch. Swings at it, fouls it off on the right side. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Angels with a huge gift run to tie it. Now we'll see if the Angels can win it here. 2 outs, runner at third, the pitch. That's low. 6-6 is the score. O'Hoppe's hitting out of Guzman's spot, and the next delivery, and that's a little tapper on the left side. It's stopped by the catcher. Can't get the tag on Shotwell. No throw to first base, and the ball game is over. What a walk-off win for the Angels today. The 2 batters, the last 2 that put the ball in play, hardly hit it hard at all. But the Angels find a way to walk off the Orioles here in the bottom of the 10th inning and win this ball game by the final score of 7-6. It's hard to believe how the Angels won this game today.
Absolutely. Just the Orioles implode immediately. We just talked about that play by Pete Alonso. This is another implosion here. Basayo, the catcher, must have forgot there was 2 outs. I don't know why he was going to try to make that tag on Shotwell, who just beats him to home plate. All he's got to do is turn and fire to first base, and you got Logan O'Hoppe. But instead, he tries to tag Shotwell. Shotwell's already by him. And the Angels walk off the Orioles here in 10. Unbelievable.
What a victory here today